All right, 1st and 10 here. They're going to go with a handoff, and it goes for a couple yards. It's good. This is good. All right, we're off to a good start. We have 8 likes already. I appreciate that. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so.
Comes over from the San Francisco staff, most recently under Kyle Shanahan. Started with Mike Shanahan as an intern back in
So 2nd down and 8 coming up.
A surprising choice to head him up, but here he is at 3-0. He and Nick Sirianni, the only
What's up, Abe?
in the league right now.
Yeah, and what a personality, right? I mean, I think the league is going to fall in love with him, and I know his team already has.
Play action. Burrow throws. Gets it out to the 88, Hurst.
And he gets tackled a couple of yards shy of the first down, and the flag comes in.
And that'll probably be a late hit on Hurst, number 88.
Number 28 is there as the flag came in at the end of the play.
Looked like Keon Crossan came in there a little bit late after Hurst was already down. Hit him late, be 15 more yards on top of
Week 4, yes, sir. Yeah, I was going to say, that's a pretty late hit. There's no real way around that. That's a good audio. No, I mean, that's kind of a chintzy call, but it's also the technically correct one. So, anyway, 1st and 10 at the 14 now for the Bengals. They're knocking on the door here on this first drive. They got 1 in the backfield, 1 up top, 2 at the bottom of the screen, a tight end in formation. They get the Bengals to, I think the Dolphins jumped off sides. It'll either be a false start or a offsides. Let's see what they call.
Almost always defer, but they took the ball and it paid off. Taylor said we needed to start clean and fast, and they did.
Offsides. Give them 5, and that'll be 2nd down and about 5. Or 1st and 5, rather, sorry. At the 9. Yeah, that was kind of weird that he was like surprised that they flagged him. It's like, well, what are you surprised about? Like, dude, it was clear as day that you hit that dude once he was on the ground. You didn't need to jump in there.
So 1st and 5 now.
Try and throw in a touchdown to Boyd, but he was then able to connect a little bit behind and outside. And it'll be 2nd down and 5. Yeah, it was 100% late. How's everybody doing? Hopefully quite well this evening. If you haven't done so, consider leaving a like. Helps the stream out. Yada, yada, yada. Helps us get around that pesky YouTube yellow badge. Anyway, 2nd and 5. Ball's at the 9-yard line. They have a 1st down just at the 4, or just inside the 4 or 5-yard line. Mixon just short of the 1st. I have a bad spot. They're going to mark him a yardish short. It's inches, basically. So it'll be 3rd and inches, if not 1st and goal. They're going to call it inches. I mean, it's close. I mean, you could argue that it should be called either way. Oh, he didn't reach at all. Okay, never mind. He'll probably be a little short. He didn't reach. Yeah, eventually, Mike. Well, hopefully they get called for it, but you never know. Miami gets away with quite a bit. 3rd and inches. Lining up. Oh.
Play clock was all the way down. And was Taylor trying to call a timeout?
Oh, yeah, he got his timeout, but I think he's frustrated with the official.
Oh, Zach Taylor called the timeout. So the Bengals take a timeout here with 10:26 remaining in the 1st. 10:26 remains here on the 1st. This is the Bengals opening drive. I think they just ran out of time. You hope the Dolphins lose to help the Bills? Yeah, I would imagine that if you're a Dolphins fan, you want to see them lose.
So as it turns out,
Or if you're a Bills fan, you'd like to see the Dolphins lose. These Bengals, the jerseys they're wearing, are so cool. They easily have the best uniforms in all of football now.
So 3rd and inches.
I can't find the fault with them. I keep looking at them going, well, what's bad about these? They even got the white pants with the black, like everything about it just looks good. Anyway, here's the 3rd and inches play. They're going to hand it off to Mixon, who gets a little extra, and he's going to run forward. Hey, Bengals are in. Touchdown. They get the drive. They get the touchdown on the opening drive. A little bit of extra power by Joe Mixon there. If you have him on your fantasy teams, I'm sure you're happy about that play. And, yeah, Bengals get off to a 6-0, 7-0 lead pending this extra point coming up. Yeah. I don't know what one the Steelers are going to bring back. Patriots are bringing back the red jerseys. That'll be pretty cool with the Patriot Pat logo. The Bengals just decided to bring out a whole new look. They're like, well, we can have 2 helmets now. And the league went, yup. And they went, we got these new white ones that we want to use. Like, damn, you guys came up with that lightning quick. And that just sneaks through. That'll be up and good. 7-0. Bengals lead. The Pat. Oh no! Oh, what happened with the Pat? All right, it's 7-0. They're going to a commercial break, so I'm going to mute the audio. Muting the audio on a commercial break. It's 7-0 in favor of the Bengals. Joe Mixon scores the opening touchdown on a small, like 5-6 run. Who, the Bengals are bad with the point after attempt? What's up, Raw? How's it going? Oh, they're going to wear one for one game. That's it. It's interesting that teams only want to do like special uniforms once. Was that really Mixon's first of the year? Oh, well, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Look at that, Miami giving it up. I wonder if their defense is a little tired. I really wish I would have went with the Bengals in my picks. I didn't realize. I feel like that was a very underreported statistic about that game against the Bills. That the Miami Dolphins defense played 90 snaps in that game. And now they're on a short week. I wish I would have known that. Or it would have been a little bit more clear or evident when I was going through my picks this week. Or else I would have picked the Bengals just on principle. Because it's like, what do you mean they ran 39 plays of offense? That's a wildly low amount of offensive plays. I would imagine the Bengals should be able to score almost at will on this defense just because of the lack of rest. Yeah, they played most of the game. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? What's up, brother? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Again, I have no dog in the fight, but I'd like the Bengals to win. Oh, the other guys got all the backups gotten all the touchdowns. That happens sometimes with multi-back systems. Mixon does all the hard work. The other guy gets all the glory. Doing good? I'm glad to hear. All right. Have you guys seen any of the devastation left by that hurricane in Florida? That's craziness.
To make a $10 donation, help those in need or whatever you can afford.
I don't hate the Bengals, so it's not bad. It's like Fort Myers Beach is just completely destroyed.
Tom Brady has weighed in as well.
Yeah, nice to see Tom Brady mentioning just happy to be back home.
Plus Miami Mixon hasn't had. Hey, it sounds like he might be off to a. He is a good shot at a good game. That'll be a touchback.
Impacted by that devastating storm.
Jalen Hurts. Well, everybody predicted that before the season. Here comes Tua. First and 10 at the 25 for these Miami Dolphins. The Bengals should, again, be investigated here because they did tape the walkthrough, or they had people do it. If the Patriots were associated with something like this in any capacity, we would be investigated and not allowed to play this game. Even if we had nothing to do with it, like the Bengals didn't with that person, I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Dolphins first play, and they run it up the kind of to the left, and they get a good amount of yards. 7-yard pickup. Second and 3.
Run that football to set up their play action pass. Mike McDaniel has brought in. Everybody expects him to run the Kyle Shanahan offense. A slight difference. Tua, who's very, very more experience and comfortable in the shotgun, but he does have an ability.
You root for the Bengals? Yeah, it's kind of, you know, I don't really have anyone to root for exactly.
As he put it to us the other day, a lot more comfortable right now than he was the last two.
All right, they're gonna go play action. Tua.
Fires over the middle.
Uh oh. Why was a linebacker covering Tyreek Hill? That seems a little bit irresponsible, if you ask me. Was that blown coverage by the... What happened?
Play action's going to impact the backers. The backers come up to his feet are critical here because he knows as soon as he comes off play action, foot in the ground. Ball
Yeah, I guess there was a zone coverage and that guy had the right area over there and... Yeesh. 1st and 10 at the 42 of the Bengals. That was a quick strike. We got a shootout coming. Quick strike, quick slant out to Waddle, and he's got it out just outside of the 20 to the 22, 20-yard pickup. Where'd everybody go?
You have Ingold who's going to come in motion and go down this sideline. You go down the sideline, you're going to impact, put players.
Yeah, whoever's open, whoever looks open first, just whip it out. Is it like lagging or something?
Where the speed is with Waddle, he sits to the outside because of that motion by Ingold, has to respect it, and it creates another big opening in the middle of that defense.
It'd be cool if it hit a bunch of points.
First down from the 22-yard line. Sherfield is the man in motion.
And that ball gets tipped at the line. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Ball at the 22. 8:15 remains in the game.
Out of the lineup, one of the better run stuffers in the NFL.
Or first quarter, rather. It's a little early to be calling game already. It's just started.
Plays now in the interior. One of the ways you can make a play against Tua, where the ball is out fast, is to be able to time it up and get your
What's up, Intangible?
ball down. Tua averages
Damn, die, Eagles, die.
seconds.
Sheesh.
7th in the NFL.
All right, 2nd down and 10 here. Ball was just swatted, but we've had a couple big plays by the Dolphins. Let's see a handoff. Oh, they go play action again and behind the receiver, but they complete the reception.
Trent Sherfield,
Sherfield with the catch.
in a manner of speaking, of the butt punt the other day, makes the catch here.
Oh, he was the butt punt guy?
Tua talked about the relationship that he has with him.
It's hard to say butt punt without saying bunt punt. Without messing it up and putting the N with bunt. Or with butt. Because both words can be messed around with and the N can work for either word. And it's very confusing. But yeah. I don't know if the Eagles are losing to the Jags. That seems a little crazy. 1st and 10. They go with the end around to Tyreek Hill, and the Bengals were all over it. That's probably a yard loss, and it is, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That didn't fool the Bengals whatsoever. They're like, yeah, I mean, that's what you guys do is end arounds with that guy. We're waiting for that. Rams beating the Whiners. Maybe. Shanahan has a really good record against McVay. I think the only time they've actually beaten the 49ers was in that playoff game. Here's the play. Tua throws middle of the field, has it complete, and that'll be stopped at about the 5. Chase Edmonds on the reception. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 5. Looking like we're going to get some matching points here on this opening drive, which is nice. I'd always like to see, you know, shootouts are always much more preferred than defensive affairs. Yeah, it's been good so far. We're already down to like 6 minutes and like 30 seconds right now left in the first quarter. It's moving quick. 6:15 is right now officially. 6:15, 14, and they hike it. Tua looks, throws. He's got a guy, and no! Edmonds unable to hold it in. Jeez, what a last-second try there by the number 21 for the Bengals. Kind of a miracle little save at the end. Ooh, got lucky. He fell down, but I think that last-second contact kind of forced the final oof for it to be knocked out. NBA starts up tomorrow. That's cool. Yeah, it's just gonna it's gonna be match. Well, they're gonna have to settle for 3. That was a 3rd down play. So Bengals hold. Tua turned the ball over versus Joey Burr. All right, hey, they made it 7-3. 6:05 remains here in the first quarter. 6:05 remains here in the first. It's going to go to commercial break, so I'm muting the audio. Nobody really cares to see Amazon commercials. So yeah, it'll be unmuted as soon as the game comes back on. I'll let you know. It's a commercial now. NBA preseason. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the NBA preseason stuff. They're very unclear of their rules. They let you stream their games, and suddenly you get a 3-month ban from the platform that you're streaming their games on, and it's rather rude, if you ask me. They're just like, hey, why are you showing our stuff over here? And wham! Hey, we have 12 likes, by the way. I appreciate that. Helps the stream out quite a bit. If you haven't done so, consider leaving a like. Gets people in here, gets the chat moving, yada, yada, yada. Mr. Shiesty himself is about to come back out, yeah. Well, it's a commercial break right now. So 6:05 remains here in the first quarter. 7-3 Bengals lead, and they get the ball back after the Dolphins made a field goal. What's up, C4? How you doing, boss? Pujols got 700. Yeah. Pujols hit 700 this year. Judge got to 61 regular, which sets the AL record. It's a good year for baseball this year, I would say. Once they fix the averages, baseball might be in a good spot. Tua and Hurts good this year. Max year is next year. Amazon Prime, they did it last year on NFL Network. Yeah, well, I mean, hey, Amazon wanted to get in the NFL game. I mean, any network could. You just got to pay money to get it. And it's hard to compete with Amazon because they got a lot of money. And I will give it some credit. This is a very good football watching experience with Amazon. Their players very good. Twitch isn't like they very much actually care about the NFL, which is surprising. I think Jeff Bezos actually likes football. So it's not a bad thing to have Amazon very hooked up in the NFL, in my opinion. People hate guys like Bezos and shit, but it's also like, yeah, but he also really likes football. So, I mean, it's probably good that billionaires are getting involved in the NFL. As bad as that is, it's good for the game. It's good for the longevity of the game. Eventually, they're going to have it so players' brains don't get hurt, and then football is a safe sport other than, like, freak accidents, which can happen in any sport. Here's the kickoff. Jeff Bezos is a nerd. Jeff Bezos looks like a front office executive. Dolphins fans spied on New England before week 1 when they went. Yeah, probably. No, the Dolphins are taking it rather lightly, Mike. They're making jokes about it. I don't think they're that upset. They might ask the league to make sure that the people weren't like hired by the Dolphins in any way, which is fine to do and the appropriate thing to do. But other than that, it's a nothing burger. There's some assholes on Twitter, some fucking college students. Unless they were hired by the Bengals, it's actually a nothing burger. NFL might have to toughen up their rules on practices though, and that'll be an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 here at the 25. Bengals lead 7-3. 6:01 remains here in the first quarter. That's 7-3 Bengals lead. Bengals looking sweet in their all-white uniforms with the black stripes. I hope they wear these once when it snows. You know what I mean? If they don't, it's almost a waste of getting these because it's like, come on. All the preseason imagery has you guys in these. Like in the snow. That might be a false start. No? They got away with that. It's a 9-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd and 1. Anybody else see that the what was it, left tackle or right tackle or right guard or left, or it was someone on the left side of the line. Couldn't tell if it was tackle or guard, but they started kicking early. That was questionable false start. Yes, we did spy on the Bengals, I guess. But that was actually more of just a slight misunderstanding, but we've been in trouble for some similar shit, so we got into more trouble than That was, we got in trouble because of, because of Spygate more than anything else on that moment. Any other team would have been given the benefit of the doubt, and we even got the benefit of the doubt to some extent. Because what happened with the Bengals and Patriots spying thing was basically, the Patriots had been filming a show all year about various aspects of their organizations and how they do their job for a show called Do Your Job for the website. And they were filming, I believe, one of the coordinators, like doing their job, and it accidentally caught some of like the Bengals shit. It was like and he stood in a box. I don't know. It was just a complete accident. Here you go. Just leave a like on your way out if you don't mind, or else you'll get the anal cancer. Do you want that? You want to live with that? Anyway, pretty soon my link is just going to be cable.com. I think you should memorize the link, because eventually I won't give it out to people. I'll be like, I don't have any. It's not like it's not a memorable name. Burrow messes up on 2nd and 8, incomplete pass, not the greatest throw to Hurst, and it'll be 3rd and 8. So, well, I gotta go blow my nose. Shit's bothering me.
We're going to be talking about this a lot, but Mike McDaniel's dealing with a team. If you didn't see it last week, it was an incredible battle of wills. Second half, their defense was on the field forever. 90 snaps altogether as a team, as a defense. 95-degree heat. You could see guys needing help off the field after the game. Short week. We want to see how they can hold up tonight.
You got tired just watching that game. Right. That was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the all-whites are great by the Bengals.
Swing him out. Throw it to him.
Incomplete pass. The Dolphins get a hold. That'll force a Bengals punt here at the 38. It'll be 4th and 8 at the 38 of the Bengals. They'll have to punt it away to the Dolphins. Here comes the punting units. The special teams.
And then he backs out, but it still creates a one-on-one with Jonah Williams, and that's still Melvin Ingram, still with that spin move at 33 years old in his 11th year, and is off to a great start for the Miami.
It's always been one of my dreams is to see the referees just get fucking truck sticked and it's an actual accident. I don't know how you could ever prove that it was an accident, you know? That's the only bummer of the whole situation. Tyreek Hill is back to return punts, surprisingly, and that's going to be down at the 14. I only say surprisingly just because it's like, wow, I'm surprised he's still doing that part of his game. Anyway, 3:36 remains here in the first quarter. 3:36 remains here in the first. It's 7-3 in favor of the Bengals, but the Dolphins have the ball. 1st and 10 at the Miami 13. 1st and 10 at the Miami 13. It's a commercial break, so I mute the audio. Commercial break, so, you know. Time to stretch out a little bit. Ugh. That was the first drive where nobody scored. So both teams scored on their opening touches. So if you're the Bengals, you probably got to watch out for a home run shot on this next drive. Probably within the first couple plays. Dolphins defense looked pretty solid there. They didn't look tired as they did on the first drive. But then again, the first drives of every play or of every game always feel kind of like super scripted. It always seems like teams score a lot more often on that first drive, or else, you know, or they come away with points in some way. Some teams, I would say a vast majority of teams have a scripted opening series. If you say that to the right team or to the right fan base, you know you'll upset them. If you were to tell the Dolphins, be like, you guys know you guys have a scripted offense for your first drive? They'd be like, what? What do you mean it's scripted? Because they don't know football very well, and they just start raging. We win. We never plan anything. Okay, no, that's just actually false. We wing it. Okay, so that's not good. Good luck in the playoffs. We don't even have plays. We just go up to the line and say hike.
quarterbacks got together
Anyway,
3 years ago.
games. Oh shit! What the fuck?
College football games you'll ever see. Up and down
There we
the
go.
field, each team goes. It winds up as a victory for Joe Burrow and company as they win the game 46-41. They were 30.
Tua got exposed in that game by a real NFL quarterback, Joe Burrow.
Right now in the National Football League.
And then Tua was replaced by Mac Jones, and Bama won the title.
Behind through the air. One of those games of the century between LSU and Alabama.
Crazy.
Burrow told us yesterday that's when he knew he maybe had elevated himself to the point where he said he didn't say the exact words, but I'm pretty
Anyway, here come the Dolphins, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Let's see what they do after a good set by their defense. They looked pretty good on their first drive there.
13 on this drive. Bengals on top 7-3. Mostert
Still not used to the left-handed shit.
and Mostert has a nice hole
Damn, Mostert just had like a 12-yard pickup, but that's probably holding.
penalty.
Man, my nose is bothering the shit out of me tonight.
Trey Blake going to go against the Dolphins.
It's holding. That's what it looked like to me. So that'll be at the, what, 3? Half the distance to the goal?
Offense, number 10. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
1st and 10 at the 7? Or 1st and 16 at the 7?
Of the 32 teams, only
Uh-oh.
Philadelphia and Miami.
Oh, 100% was holding. So it's 1st and 16 at the 7.
Of course.
I was trying to do the math. I was like, half the distance to the goal is going to be either the 7 or the 6. Usually they put it at the bigger side, so it'll be 7.
Was injured.
And then I was trying to get the yards down, too.
That game and had that procedure where he tightened
Anyway, holding call takes away a good 12-yard, 11-yard run, but that's probably the reason there was a good run there, because there was holding. But,
They were a machine
you know, it's kind of a chicken or the egg on those kind of calls.
that he had as well. Yeah, it was a fun team to watch.
Yeah, that was a game you wish
Did the run happen because holding, or did they just call holding because it was a random-ass big run? I don't know.
so
Would Miami take a timeout?
here. And we'll go to Kaylee.
Wow, that LSU-Alabama game wasn't just validating for Joe Burrow. His teammate then and now, Jamar Chase, said it was validating for him too and every guy on that team, like Justin Jefferson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, just to name a few of the 17 LSU starters for that game who are now on NFL rosters. Alabama took the loss, but 16 of their starters are now in the league too.
Kaylee is a diehard LSU Tiger.
No kidding.
Yes. So she's pretty fired up about that year and that team.
From the Bayou. Meanwhile, the timeout was taken there by the Dolphins. It's going to be 1st down and 16 after the penalty.
Sorry about that, everybody.
I talked all the week and even today about remembering the blind side is Greg Little, the right tackle, not the left tackle, Armstead, where they paid the big money in the offseason to bring him in. So
I heard Armstead's dealing with an ankle injury or a foot injury. Like, uh-oh.
Swing pass to the outside.
Well, the ticking time, the clock has definitely started for Armstead to be done pretty soon here. His season's over at about 10, 11 games in. He quits. He's done.
Tampering in effect with Brady, which led to the Stephen Ross suspension. They also were in the.
You know, Mike's right there going, oh, that's exactly as I predicted.
So you pick up Armstead, figuring maybe I'll get a right-handed quarterback.
Anyway, 2nd down and 13 here.
Yep, and it is an interesting.
Play didn't really go anywhere. Well, I guess it went a few yards.
They're very happy with where they are right now, with the way Tua seems to have really picked up this offense. We'll talk more tonight throughout the.
You would think you
broadcast
could try to
about
move Armstead over to right tackle or something.
How it's impacted him and has him believing in himself again.
Play clock all the way to 0.
Oh, delay a game. Damn, or a 2nd timeout taken.
On the receivers.
Yep. Timeout taken.
Damn, Dolphins had to take a 2nd timeout. Uh-oh. They go to a commercial break this time. Commercial break on the timeout. The 2nd timeout taken by Miami. 3:12 remaining in the 1st quarter, or it's 2:29. I don't know the actual game clock because they weren't showing it, so I don't know it. But it is 7-3 in favor of the Bengals. They lead 7-3, and it's 2nd down and 13. You're surprised what didn't how the Armstead? Yeah. He's on I don't know how much longer he's going to last for. He's probably getting tired. He's, you know, he's had a hard season. He's played in 3 straight games, 4 straight now. Sheesh. But yeah, we're just commercial break because the Dolphins had to take a timeout here. But isn't that 2 in a row? Or did they run a play, then take it? Did they go timeout, run a play, take a timeout? Yeah, he's got major problems, Armstead. Yeah, he's got a bad foot or bad ankle. I can't remember if it's a foot or an ankle. It might be both. But it's like, man, oh, that's just typical Armstead. I like the guy. He's a great player. He's literally one of the better left tackles in football. He's just super like he gets hurt with the wind when the wind blows. It's like Devontae Parker. I'm waiting. Every time that dude gets hit, I fucking wince a little bit. I'm like, oh. It was such a tease, man. Seeing him get like over 150 yards with Mac, and then Mac gets hurt. Our offense finally looked like it was clicking in if Mac stopped fucking turning the ball over. Fucking idiot. Damn. But now Mac might play this week because he's going to try and see if he can play through a... Oh, yeah, dude, I'm so nervous about Devontae Parker. Mac plays, he's officially the strongest. He's one of the toughest guys. He's a tough guy, right? Does Mac get the official tough guy status if he plays next week with the severe high ankle sprain? The same injury keeping Trent Williams out guaranteed for 6 weeks. Oh, yeah, that was. Good throw. Bengals got to stop that one. I mean, he's always been accurate. That was a good throw. I have nothing to... That was just a good throw, Mike. I can't really comment. It was just a good throw. It's the one thing that's always going to be true about Tua. That was one thing that was true coming out of college. The dude is a super accurate quarterback, especially inside of 20 yards. Jesus Christ. Actually a machine inside of a certain distance. Only issue is arm power, and it looks a little better this year. I haven't really seen him throw it very deep yet in this game, but... No, but I think, yeah, you could definitely tell he knows how to throw it harder, but I don't know about deeper. I have noted that so far with Tua this year. His arm strength is up, but I don't know if it means farther throws. He just throws it way harder, which is perfect. Oh, there we go. Shut my mouth, huh? Intercepted! Oh. Well, them balls that don't make it, uh-oh. Yeah, that was a bad throw by Tua. It was short. He tried to go deep, and it was short. How far did that even go? Yeah, see there, he underthrows it. Yeah, that was a... Yeesh. Yeah, that wasn't the play. That wasn't it. Yeah, it's the same play in the preseason, by the way. Exactly the same play from the preseason. All right, here we go. 106 remains in the quarter. Bengals have the ball after the interception. They're going to hand it to Mixon. Mixon gets a bump, and he gets around. That'll be 2nd down and 3 coming up. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Under 1 minute remaining. We're at 48, 47, 46, 45 left in the quarter. Good little RPO there by the Bengals. Pick up 7 yards here on 1st down. They're basically trying to just get this so they can end the quarter with this next play if they run it. And they do go with the run, and Mixon gets caught before he could get around. I seen what Mixon was trying to do. He seen the hold just at the last second and tried to break left, and they were able to kind of keep him wrapped up while he tried cutting left. And that'll probably end the quarter. Unless they're going to try and hurry up here. Could be a draw 'em off sides play coming up. 3rd and 1, ball just short of the 40. This is probably just going to be a try and draw him off sides, and it is. They didn't jump. That was close. They almost drew his ass off sides there, that right defensive end. Yeesh. They almost drew him off. Anyway, that'll end the first quarter. End of the first quarter. It's 7-3 in favor of the Bengals. 7-3 Bengals lead here after 1. It's 3rd and 1 at the Bengals 38 after the Tua pick. So we'll see. Good first quarter. I don't know how you guys enjoying it. There's quite a few people here. Hopefully you're having a good stream. Hopefully you're enjoying the watch. Thank you for tuning in. Why are they? Dude, you know, I can't. This is the one thing I hate about like election time is all the ads are politics now. It's like, ugh. Anyway, end of the first quarter. 7-3 Bengals lead. It's 3rd and 1 at the Bengals 38. Bengals have the ball. Second quarter coming up. I'll unmute everything once it's the end of the commercial break. Right now, it's just a bunch of weirdos on horses that I see. Yeah, I think so too, Mike. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and he's trying to do too much. I mean, but that's pretty common in a second-year quarterback. He'll adjust, or he won't be a starter in the league. Once there's some familiarity for the Patriots inside their offense, they'll also look a hell of a lot better too. What's up, Johnny? How's it going? Young QB, a lot of newness. It's all right. We looked way better on offense. We just made 3 really stupid throws. Mac just has to stop making stupid throws. Learn his arm limitations a little bit more too. I think that's a big thing. A couple of those picks came from because Mac doesn't seem to understand he doesn't have a huge arm. And it's like, all right, dude, you have to reel that shit in a little bit. Try and get it to guys a little bit sooner. Because what I believe is happening, I think defenses are baiting him by playing just off of where, like, they're letting the guys run open right outside of where Matt can't throw it to. And they're letting those guys be open. So, like, and then the guys just come in and, like, get the easy, like, underthrown ball or the ball that's losing steam as it's getting to the receiver because it's outside of Mac's, like, golden zone of throwing. I think he's being baited into those throws very, very expertly. Because I do believe that there is a new statistic going around being used on quarterbacks. And I think depth of throw length, stuff like that is a stat that'll come up very soon. Like how far and how hard they can throw it, where their like golden area of throwing it is. Yeah, like Minkah Fitzpatrick, like fucking Peters, like that linebacker, that was just a good pick. That was just a veteran pick by anyway, game's back on, but I think that there's a new stat going around used by certain defenses. And I think you can kind of coax a quarterback into throwing to open receivers outside of where they should be throwing the ball. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the 38. Let's see what the Bengals, 3rd and 1 rather, sorry. They run it? No, play action. Uh-oh. Oh, they actually get the first. Hey, and a little bit more. We're into Miami territory, down to the 44, 45-yard line. Depends on the spot. 1st and 10 for the Miami Dolphins, or for the Cincinnati Bengals. Number 84 is fired up for the Bengals.
It's yards after the catch. Gutsy call fits the image of Zach Taylor. 3rd and short. They don't want to run the ball.
Jeez. Joe Burrow got lit up though at the end of that play. Surprised there wasn't a flag. I mean, he did kind of just push him down by the shoulders. Anyway. They got lucky versus the Patriots, that's for sure. They're lucky Mac Jones was hiding his ankle injury till this week, till it got too bad to hide.
Family is hosting a really special
I don't give a shit about Joe Burrow's family.
Offensive coordinator at LSU is getting to watch Burrow play in person for the first time since they won the national title together in
Cool.
2019. And Insminger told me he knew Joe Burrow's intelligence and football IQ were off the charts.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't give a shit about anything they're saying about this story right now.
2018, Insminger says, give Joe a half a second more any play and he can wreck anybody.
Yeah, he was excited to know that he'd be here.
That would have been hilarious if Al Michaels went, okay, what a boring fucking story that was. And just started talking, because I mean, he could say that. He's technically, there's no bound and tether on the internet. Technically, they could just start swearing if they felt like it. I'm sure they have some kind of decency clause signed with the NFL, but like, there's no FCC holding them to it. This is technically the internet. They're streaming this shit. They got this on OBS probably. I don't know. They're way more sophisticated technology than OBS. Could be OBS. That'd be hilarious. Anyway, that'll be another first down for the Bengals, it looks like.
And you can hear a buzz in the crowd because they're oohing and eyeing the offensive line getting a surge, especially on short yardage. Now you may
Dude, look at the Bengals line. Oh my God, they can run block. What a shock for the Cincinnati Bengals. By the way, if you haven't left a like and you're enjoying the stream, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out quite a bit. I appreciate it. Very thank yous. Oh, fuck. What a bad throw. What's up, Jonathan? That shouldn't be flagged. Oh, look at that. Former Patriots legend, Devin Asai. One of the reasons Tom Brady left the Patriots.
They're going to throw this flag. He's got such range.
No foul is what he said.
Oh, no foul on the play. Okay, I was going to say, who are they fouling on that? That was a clean play. He's not the quarterback. You're allowed to hit like receivers like that after the ball gets tucked. That looked clean. I was gonna say I was very confused on that myself. I was like, I don't, what's the penalty on that? Anyway, second down and 10 here for the Bengals. Ball's at the 33-yard line of the Dolphins. They're trying to get some points here. Let's see what they run. One in the backfield. They're gonna Mixon's gonna go out for a screen, but he gets kind of caught up. Burrow running with it, and he gets forced out of bounds after about a 4 or 5 yard pickup. It'll be 3rd and 5. To the Dolphins 28. They're probably in range for Evan McPherson at this point in the game. So now it's just a matter of if they want to secure points, do they run it to the preferred hash mark for their kicker, hoping to get a first down, of course, or do they just kind of keep the offense as is and, you know, they're going for it anyway. Fuck it, they're this close, so inside of the inside the 30. This might be auto go for it range for some teams. Oh, Burrow's going to break a sack and run for it, but he's going to be stopped about a yard or two short. Damn, just missed it by Burrow, so it'll bring up 4th down and about 100% the Bengals are going for it. I highly doubt at the 24-yard line they're kicking a field goal. Not the new era NFL people.
I said, man, you're getting hit a lot again this year. And he said, yeah, but it's disrespectful to the game of football if you don't get hit. Never heard that from
Hell yeah, Joe Burrow's a baller, dude. I love when I hear shit like that from people. He's like, it's disrespectful to the game to not get hit. Hell yeah, Joe Burrow. Oh no, that was a bad call. Yeah, the Dolphins got to stop. That was a bad fucking call right there. I don't know why you call a sweep. Ooh. Oof. Why not just power run it? You're at like under a yard to go. Go up the gut on that one. That was a bad call. But I never would call. I don't think sweeps are good calls on 4th down. 10:39 remains here in the second quarter. They're going to go with a commercial break. Commercial break here in between possessions. There's 10:39 remaining in the second quarter or the first half. And 7-3, Bengals lead the Dolphins. Excuse me. Dolphins take over, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Yeah, QB sneak, power run, one of the two, you'd think. What's up, Phil? It's going good. It's going good. How's your week, buddy? Just chilling. Kind of been busy with school, but, you know, it is what it is. Watching this game, hoping it comes back from commercial break rather quickly so we don't have to listen to me talk about nothing. Let's see how the stream's doing. Quite a few people at the stream tonight. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in. You guys enjoying the Bengals and Dolphins? It's actually like the way the game started, it felt like it was about to be a massive shootout. And then it's quickly dissolved into this kind of like very defensive game suddenly. Very interesting pace to this one. Just relaxing and a few shots while watching the game. There you go. Kind of hoping the Dolphins lose, I would imagine, Phil. By the way, thank you to everyone who's left a like. It helps the stream out quite a bit. We're up to 16 so far, just 4 away from the goal of at least 20 a stream. If you haven't left one, think about doing so. It's free. Plus, well, can't really claim that YouTube's trying to censor me when there's fucking 60 people in this stream right now. But, you know, YouTube's trying to censor me and shit. Yeah, this is the first time I watched the Bengals this year. I'm quite impressed by them. They definitely. I think what happened is people forgot that Joe Burrow had an appendectomy in the preseason. You know, they had to take out his appendix because it burst. So he missed the majority of the preseason. I think they got like a week together. So, like, they had no real game time. So what we've seen with the Bengals was more a team that was trying to get used to each other, get everything back going, get the chemistry and timing down. And that, I thought that was fairly evident, but like nobody was talking about it. And I kept trying to remind people, yo, I don't think the Bengals are actually this bad. I think they just need a couple weeks. And then, you know, at the end of Dallas, they looked like they had clicked in that game, scoring a lot of points really quickly. They just ran out of time to win. And, I don't know. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the 24. Here's the play. Other play action. Almost intercepted again. If the defender was a little bit more aware, that would have been picked. Woozier on the play. Oh, yeah, definitely hoping they lose. Finally, I don't know how the Dolphins thinking they did anything last week against the Bills. Their defense is how they win a lot of games. I mean, their defense is really, really good, this Dolphins defense. They don't have to do that much on offense, you know what I mean? Their offense is given the task of doing enough to win the game. And their defense will do the rest. That's how they're built. I mean, they're built around a fucking top 5 defense that needs just a capable offense. Yeah, yards don't really mean shit. What do you mean? How many points you guys scored? 19? Mostly off field goals? That's really good, I guess. Worked really good, huh? You guys got all them yards and no points to show for it. You ever hear a bend don't break? That's the Dolphins run a very similar defensive philosophy to what the Patriots run, where they'll let you put yards up for the most part. It's just they're probably not going to let you generally score the football. Unless you get points on them off turnovers. The Patriots are bad on that. They give up a lot of points on turnovers. Wide open to Tyreek Hill. That'll be a 15-yard completion. A little bit more than that, probably.
Takes it up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and the motion there by Sherfield, again, catch is the eyes of the linebackers.
Yeah, but again, your defense was banged up. Did you have Josh Allen? Did you have Gabe Davis? Isaiah McKenzie? I'm sorry, but I really don't want to hear it, man. I've heard from Bills, all fans, all offseason about how Josh Allen's this GOAT. Your defense plays amazing, considering how many guys you're missing, and your offense can only manage 19 points. I'm sorry, but that's bad, dude. Your offense played like dog shit. I mean, can you at least admit that? The majority of your team's injuries are on the defensive side of the football. Especially your impactful injuries are all on the defensive side of the football. How can you claim that injuries were why you lost that game when it was your defense that actually kept you in the game when your offense performed, just didn't score any points? Oh yeah, 17, sorry. The butt punt got you 2 extra. So 2 touchdowns and a field goal. That's not very good, dude. I mean, I'm sorry, but you guys also had the ball for 40 minutes of the game. You guys should have scored way more points.
Taken out of bounds in front of the Cincinnati bench. 3rd and 3.
He was in the game at the end, right? Sorry, but the amount of excuses you're making is crazy.
You take your chances. Really, that play is to set up this play now on 3rd and 4.
Can't just admit you guys played a bad game. I get it. It's your guys' culture as a team. You guys don't ever take like accountability in losses, but you guys handle winning very well. It's a very odd culture you guys have cultivated in Buffalo. That's why I like Bills fans for the most part. They're just the shittiest fucking losers I've ever seen. You scored 17 points on offense. I don't care. You could get 800 yards of offense in a game to me, but if you scored 2 touchdowns from it, I would say that's a bad per game, and you are very inefficient with the football. Most of the game was just you running out the clock and the other team being way more efficient with the football. Dolphins ran 39 plays and scored 21 points. They were way more effective with the football than you guys. They outplayed you on almost every level when I think about it. When I really stopped to think about 39 plays on offense that resulted in 21 points to win the game for the Dolphins, I'm like, wow, they did way better than the Bills did with the ball, having 60 plays of offense and only scoring 17 points. Dog, they punted the ball off their own ass, and you guys lost that football game. I don't know how that's even possible. Miami should be 1-2 right now. They should be 0-3, but they've gotten incredibly lucky from bad football play in 3 straight games. But again, Miami's also played really good, so I can't really comment too much. They're doing what they got to do to win. That's look at the play by Bates.
Here the Speed brothers this season, the 2 guys, Waddle and Hill.
Do you even know what the word efficient? Oh, whatever, dude.
There you go. Only Stephon Diggs at Buffalo has more yardage. Second pair of
You're not disproving anything.
3 games. You go back to Evans and Deshaun Jackson.
I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. I'm just saying they scored 20. What about their other 14 points? I guess you just hand wave. Dude, see what I mean by Bills fans? They can't just say their team played bad. No, we played great. We played Hall of Fame level. No, you played great the first 2 games of the season. I think the Dolphins. Now he's down. No, they're just gonna say no catch. But I just don't understand you, dude. You guys played a good first game and probably a good second game, and then you guys played bad this time, and you're like, no, we played great. Bills fans are fucking delusional, dude. All right, whatever. Just hand wave away the point I'm trying to make here. That you guys played poorly and lost to the Bills because they scored the Dolphins scored a lot of points on way less plays. You're like it's like you can't hear what I'm trying to tell you. Their less plays resulted in more points. By definition, that makes their offense more efficient than your guys's. You guys got all them yards and didn't do they got 200 yards and 21 points. How's that not efficient? That means every time they basically got the ball, they'd run like 10 plays and score. I'm sorry, but dude, that's like hyper efficiency to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm misreading it. I don't know. But you guys scoring 17 points with 60 plays is not efficient. You're running fucking wild, and then you lose the game. It could be argued. The Dolphins just made a field goal. It could be argued as efficient, but I don't know. I don't know, Phil. You guys lost that game. If you'd have won the game, maybe there'd be a stronger argument that you guys just drained the clock. But it kind of looks like you played yourselves. Anyway, commercial break coming up. It's 7-6. We got ourselves a 1-point game. 1-point game here with 7:31 to play in the second quarter. 7:31 remaining here in the first half. It's 7-6 Bengals lead. Let's see. Bengals are getting the ball as the Dolphins just hit a field goal. And yeah, just enjoying a good half of football. But yeah, it's my favorite thing about Dolphins fans or Bengals fans is Bills fans is they have an excuse for they can blame anything else but themselves for a loss. But when they win the game, they're very, very humble and like complimentative. It's the oddest thing I've ever seen from a fan base. They win well but lose so miserably. It's not even funny. And it starts with their coach. Their coach is the culprit of the whole thing. He'll make about 1 billion excuses as to why a team lost a game. So. I mean, they held the league's best offense to 17 points, and you don't think they really played that good? Okay. Again, here come the excuses. Well, I'm hoping the Dolphins do, but I picked the Bengals do, but I believe I picked the Dolphins to win my pick'em because I wanted to respect the record. What's up, Morgan? How you doing, buddy? Always nice to see you. How are things going? It's just like last year in the bad weather game. We only lost because of the bad weather. It's just like, yeah, I get it. You can't ever give other teams credit. But again, I do appreciate that Bills fans are hilarious. Yeah, that generally means when a team has held multiple teams. Yeah, they're a pretty good team, dude. They've beaten Bill Belichick, John Harbaugh, and they also just beat who the hell they just beat? McDermott. Yeah, dude, they're a pretty good team. Yeah, I mean, they're only real are you just like discounting everything about like?
Unbelievable, one of a kind personality, and he's authentic.
Yeah, Ravens are a good offense, and then they put up 42.
And I think that's why his players love him so much. In 3 short weeks.
Why do you dude? What are you doing, Phil? Are you that molded out that you can't like accept that Miami's just a good team? I can. Why can't you? It's not that hard. Or are you guys the only good team in the division still? Is it only Bills fans? It's only us. We're the only good team. Only us. Okay, Bills fans, calm down. Calm down. 13 seconds. Calm down. Jesus, Phil. What? Just because they won 3 straight games means they're a good team? And because they looked good last year at the end of last year? What? Yeah, but they're not. They've won those games. They found a way to win those games. And guess what? That's usually what good teams do. I don't know. They have a top 5 defense. But their offense outside of Tua is fucking stacked beyond belief. They have 3 wide receivers that run a 4.3 40, and they also have a top 5 tight end in football and a fucking duo running game that's unreal. Like, dude, what are you doing? They're a good football team. I'm sorry to inform you, Phil. Your team isn't the only good team in all of football. I know that's shocking to hear as a Bills fan, but the football world isn't only revolving around the Bills. Yeah, because they had that game against the fucking Ravens. That's not actually who they are. That was a weird fucking early season thing. No, they're in Cincinnati. Dude, what are you doing? Like, you're like the only person, Phil, that doesn't think Miami's a pretty solid football team, especially after last year. Like, I don't really see they played great at the end of last year, and then they just missed the playoffs, and now they're playing good this year. Seems like they've just turned the corner and are a pretty solid football team. I don't know why Bills fans are so unable to admit this. It's like they don't live in the same reality that's actually like going on. Man, look at this terrible defense. What a bad defense to force a 4th and 5. Because, no, you're a Bills fan, and you guys can't admit that they're fucking a good team. I'm not comparing them to the Bills. I'm saying they're a good team, and Bills fans are not able to accept that. Are you stupid? Are you just like, you're making up things I'm not saying now, Phil? Yeah, it's not very good, Kirk. I hope people are all right. So far, it seems like a pretty... For as bad as the damage was, it seems like the fatalities are low. A lot of property damage. Oof. The punt wasn't that good. It'll be down at about the... Yeah, I know what it is, dude. They don't lose well at all. I've said it multiple times. Bills fans are the dumbest losers on the planet. They don't know how to lose. 1st and 10, ball at the Miami 42. 1st and 10 at their own 42 for the Dolphins. What a bad defense to force a punt. What's up, Daniel? I've never seen quite a bad defense to hold Jamar Chase and Boyd and company to 7.5 points so far. It's very ugly. Very bad defense. This is a bad football team in the Dolphins. What's the excuses on this one if they win, Phil? I'm curious. But yeah, anyway, we should just move on past that. I don't think you're going to come up with a good argument to show me why they're a bad... Oh, because they get lucky and win. Okay. You can get lucky once or twice, but 3 times in a row is a pretty crazy claim to just be like, oh, it's just all luck. All right. Okay, then there's no reason to be mad. Why? Yeah, it shouldn't be the same. I mean, you guys, they're not even a good team to you. It's shocking you guys lost that game to you, probably. It's just stunning your system. Unless we give up on Mac and he just has a really, 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 really bad year. I doubt it. More than likely, the Ravens will just re-sign him. I don't think they can keep this going for too long. It's a commercial break, by the way, and it's going to be the Dolphins ball 1st and 10 at their own 42 with 6:38 remaining in the second quarter, I think. 6:38 remaining in the first half. Yeah, 1-point game. No, I don't know if Sean wants that. But then again, Chicago did get one, so finally. You know what's crazy is Lamar has the Lions on his short list. To me, that was the most surprising thing to find out is that Lamar Jackson wants to go to the Lions, kind of. It's like, all right, well, that puts the Lions at the go. All right. It's like Miami, Philadelphia, and Detroit. It's like, well, we might get Detroit. Detroit might have themselves a quarterback soon. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. If you guys can beat the Seahawks, it'll be really good. I'll actually be covering that game. Hopefully they're good, Kirk. Hopefully he didn't hit that old man wall that he seems to be up against. Intercepted. Oh, almost intercepted by Bates. Another underthrown ball by Tua. I think he's friends with a lot of the receivers and players on Philly. Yeah, well, I mean, Morgan, I mean, you got to see what fuck, I mean. Oh, they called a penalty on the defense. That'll help out Miami. That'll put him at 1st and 10 at the Cincy 43, I think. Yeah, that'd be crazy to see Lamar go to Detroit with Jamison Williams. He's due back pretty soon, I think, after this week. For the Patriots game. Oh, great. We're going to get fresh Jamison Williams ready to wreak fucking havoc on this league. Isn't it crazy that the Lions offense is as good as it is and they get Jamison Williams added in? One of the fastest players in college football and the NFL at this point. Well, Aaron Judge, it seems like it. He's got, what, a few days left? Like a few games? What, he's got 4 games? Who, Jamison Williams? Yeah. The Saints, yeah, they're not in good shape, Morgan. Not very good with them right now. A little bit of a transition, huh? Anyway, 6 minutes remains. 5:59 remains in the quarter. So we're under 6 minutes to play. They're going to go play action. I think they actually bid on it pretty hard. Oh, uh-oh. Down goes Tua. I think he's hurt. Uh-oh. What the fuck is Tua doing? What happened to Tua?
He went down, he got up, was wobbly. The training staff comes out.
Oh, let me guess. Playing him with the head injury was not a good idea.
The last thing the Dolphins wanted to see. I mean, last week it looked for all the world. Everybody thought head injury, concussion, passed the protocol, came back second half.
What was up with his hands and shit?
And Altupo slams him to the ground. I mean, you're thinking about the back, the ankle, but he gets thrown to the ground.
Again, wrenching that back, which was the issue last week.
Yep.
So they work on him. We'll step away for a moment.
Ooh.
With DirecTV, I can get live TV and on demand.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with that. Yeah, Tua got hurt. He's down on the play. I don't know how bad he got hurt, or what got hurt, or like he squunched up and like squished. He like clenched his hand weird. Yeah, but the NFL even announced that there was like no reason to believe they did anything bad. Like they actually have like the proof that like he passed all the protocol and he was all good to go, and it was his back injury. If he's in that much pain, yeah, he needs to just not play the rest of this game. Yeah, no, his hand, dude, that's scary, dude. That means like actually injured. I'm like, does that mean like whenever I see fist fights and street fights, right? Because I watch a lot of those. And I always read the comments. And apparently when people like have involuntary like arm stiffness like that, that usually means a bad head injury has just occurred. And I really hope that's not the case. Usually that's like brain damage, right? Like you guys have seen fist fights where a dude gets hit and just kind of fucking his arms shoot out and his legs kick up. I have no idea who they're Skyler or something. The field white in Cincinnati. Yeah, they have cool new uniforms in Cincinnati, Morgan, but it's an injury timeout on Tua. Yep, when you see that spaz, they not. Yeah, dude, Tua had that like grit. His arms weren't out straight, but there was like Skylar Thompson. That's what it was. I believe that is their backup. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. I hope he's all right. I hope that, oh boy, he's still down.
Tagovailoa is still down. They work on him, and we'll show you in a moment the way his fingers.
Yeah, no, I think they should. I don't think Tua should have played in this game.
The end of that play comes down on his elbow, comes down on his back, comes down on the back of his head.
Oh, dude, he hit his head too.
Force. He goes down.
Right as he goes down.
Look at the way his fingers are crossed, dude. His middle finger crosses over the top of the bottom one, aggressive, and just the rest of his hand flares out. It looks like this. And like bends back. Dude, I don't know what the hell that is.
Man bringing 340 pounds, bringing him down with a lot of force right onto his back and on the back of his helmet. Off of the week.
Oh, he's getting stretchered off.
I mean, he's just being a gamer playing tonight, trying to be there for his team. Could see the concern of the rest of his teammates.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Phil. I hope he's all right. Fuck, dude. That's not good. Yeah, go to another break. I don't like seeing this. Well, I'm going to go see what the armchair experts on Twitter have to say about the injury. There's a lot of people that are just like, hope Tua's okay. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people are just like, that's a really bad look on the Dolphins right now. This is not good. I think a lot of people are thinking what we're all thinking right now. Like, why did the Dolphins let this dude play? Yeah, he hit the exact same way his head hit like last week. I was just going to say that too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that didn't look good. And that's a bad look on the Dolphins too, by the way. It's like, why is this dude playing? Yeah, they're going to have to really investigate this. That dude looked like he sustained a serious brain blow right there, dude. His hand being stiff like that, like, screams brain injury to me. And him being stretchered off and just this whole thing, man, he's seriously hurt, I think. I hope not. But like, dude, that like stiffening of the extremity is so concerning. I don't know why his what's up, Water? What's up, Joe? What's up, Tom? How you guys doing? I don't know why his arm stiffened out like that. I don't know, Miguel. Yeah, Miguel, I agree. I don't. You guys are actually probably going to get in trouble. Is that investigation that you guys had going on over yet? Because have fun with it now. Oh boy. Oh yeah, Teddy Bridgewater's the backup. Yeah, that's right. That's right. What's up? I'm good, Water. I'm good, buddy. I'm just kind of waiting for the game to get going. It'll be third and 17 at the 50-yard line when play does resume here eventually. Yeah, you're gonna hear about multiple. Oh wow, he's still down. Holy shit, dude.
Jacksonville Jaguars before that, the Giants.
Teddy, he's all right. It's on. Oh, it's ongoing. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, no, they're in. This is, dude. That's just that hand stiffening, man.
Response to head trauma.
It's a neurological response to head trauma. I've been saying that. The doctor just confirmed that hand stiffening like that is a neurological response to head trauma. I fucking knew it, dude. What's up, Kenny? How's it going, buddy? That's not good, dude. When someone's I watch a lot of fist fighting videos. And I spend a lot of time on fucking weird. I really enjoy watching people fist fight. It's one of my favorite things to waste my time on. That is not good. I've seen too many people just go, and their hands do weird shit. I'm like, oh, that's brain damage. I hope Tua's all right. I hope that's just a concussion, man. He's done for the night. White Sox just got eliminated. And Twins, while Guardians clinched their division just now. Yeah, Tigers helped to eliminate the White Sox. Play Skyler, Teddy's garbage. Yeah, everyone should be kneeling, dude. That's a poor Tua, dude. I hate that. I don't like the Dolphins and their players, but like, you know, that's a pretty scary injury when you see a guy. No, he'll be fine in a couple weeks. But he should probably sit out for a while. Yeah, they're going to lose that other first-round pick, Mike. Oh, yeah, that's gone. This isn't going to be good. They're in trouble. I hate shit like that, dude. What a fucking shit organization. Why did he play? Like, I get that, like, again, when you're 3-0 and your fucking franchise, like your probable franchise quarterback is dealing with whatever secret ass injuries that they're keeping from the rest of the public for some reason, and then he goes and gets like, it's just like, why not play? Like, you're 3-0, you can afford to lose this game. Play Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, no, Mac I hope the Patriots fucking take control of this situation. Mac, you're not playing this week. Because what's the point of watching? Yeah, exactly, Water. I had to give up on the Tigers. Plus, I'm a little mad they haven't fired that hitting coach yet. I'm assuming he's gone in the offseason, but oh man, a boy can dream. I'll be back next year. I'll probably do another game to end the year. Here we go. Here's Teddy Bridgewater, third and 17 at the 50. Bridgewater, first down. Oh, dude, they fucked him on the spot really good. That he caught that well past. They need to challenge the spot where he caught that.
Heck of a job of coming right in and making this throw on third down and long. Tyreek Hill.
That honestly should have been a first down. That's a bad spot. I'm not really gonna look where he caught that. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. He jumped forward and caught it. Okay. The jump forward and catching it will actually eliminate that spot. Okay. Well, it's a long one. 52-yard field goal for Saunders. Hey, he should probably hit it. Here we go. 7-6. Blocked. I was going to say that got tipped, blocked, whatever you want to call it. The Bengals definitely nicked that ball and knocked it down in some way. Tipped it. Something hit that ball and knocked it off course because that was just really bad. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Bengals at their own Yeah, 1st and 10 at their own 34. Bengals take over at their own 34. Starting to get postseason vibes because of the chilly weather. Yeah, it's almost postseason time in baseball, man. Whoever mentioned Judge earlier, I do think he'll get a homer. Yep.
Jeff Gunter, a 7th-round pick.
Yeah, plus chilly weather also equals football starting up, and it's almost serious time.
The 42-yard line now.
4:22 remains here in the quarter. 4:22 in the half. Bengals do have, I believe, 2 timeouts to work with. Miami has 1 and the 2-minute warning. Yeah, Tom, the Bengals quickly have become the best uniform and like combo in football, in my opinion. Just like, I hope they wear this more than once or twice. Like, goddamn it, you guys need to just make these your new uniforms. Just flex hard on the rest of the league. It's like, look at our cool uniforms.
Experience that he gains, 4th-year player out of Clemson, brings great twitch, quickness.
No, I haven't yet. Phil. Is it sweet again this year? They usually do a good job. I feel like they partner with the Wounded Warrior Project quite a bit to make a lot of that stuff. Because the gear always is super stylish outside of normal NFL gear. Do they do that in collaboration with the Wounded Warriors? Or I know they used to, or something similar to that. I don't know if they're still the Wounded Warrior people. I don't know if they went out of business. That was really big like 10 years ago when I was a boy. Played football for 2 years and quit because someone accidentally stepped on your ankle. Yeah, football is an aggressive game. I had to quit because I sustained a very bad back injury. I can't really take too much damage because I broke a vertebrae and it's kind of sitting there funny. Kind of like last year's with the ODS green and black colors, but oh, that's not bad. Uh-oh. Oh shit, that's a touchdown, Bengals. Higgins got up, was in one-on-one coverage. The corner fell down. Higgins made the catch, and it was off to the races. And oh, that was over Xavier Howard, too, of all the corners to do that over. Touchdown Bengals. They'll take a 13-6 lead. Yeah, 13-6, 14-6 pending this extra point. Yeah, it was just one-on-one coverage. Howard kind of fell down. The ball got, he kind of got beat. The ball fell, and whew, Higgins goes. Takes the lead.
Leave Howard alone, and a good throw. Great job by Higgins with the catch radius to come back to that ball, but he gets around Howard.
Oh, I'm watching on Amazon Prime.
And no fear picking on Howard tonight. Extra point.
And it's up and it's good.
So on 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that was a really good play too. Yeah, it was a good play over, especially over Xavier Howard. The Patriots are my favorite team. Water. Is this a commercial break? Oh, it's just it's not like a real commercial break. Cause I was gonna say there's only like 2 minutes left. 2:50. 2:50 remains here in the second quarter. 2:50 in the second quarter. 2:50 remains here in the first half. So we're just 50 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. I'm gonna say they better not. I actually bought a Little Caesars hot and ready pizza for dinner tonight. Anyway, Bengals take a 14-6 lead here at the half. But the Dolphins do get the ball at halftime. What's your, let me guess, you a Lions fan there, Water? Wow, just seen the clip of Tua getting hurt again. Unbelievable the way and condition he looked last game. Yeah, no, I don't know why they let him play, Nathan. That was really bad. Yeah, everybody is going to learn to love Little Caesars one day. I can't wait for that day for people to understand Little Caesars is really good pizza. I wonder, oh, hey, we have 23 likes. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Very, very kind. I don't know what's going to happen with the quarterback for the Patriots. Usually, I think Mac will be all right, but now he's got that injury to deal with, so we'll see how that plays out. I don't think he'll play this week now, especially with Tua getting hurt right there. Yeah, they should anyway. We'll see. Here comes Teddy Bridgewater, second drive. You mean Axel? Yeah, Axel Hoyer is going to look fine. Who was the Dolphins cornerback that picked Brady off in the win? I don't remember, Tom. Is it? It's not Howard, is it? Yeah, dude, it's the best cheap pizza. It's the best fast pizza, Little Caesars. Maybe Jets is better. I'll be honest. I don't know, though. Jets is good. I think Jets is probably better. It could be Butler. Yeah, it might be Malcolm Butler. 3 times. Oh, the pepperoni. Yeah, you would enjoy if you like a lot of pepperoni. Get the pepperoni pizza from there. The whatever the fuck they call it. They got a bunch of weird names. They're hard to say. I don't say funny Italian words well. That's the 2-minute war. Oh, there's a flag.
Hold everything right now, as Lee Corso would say. Just
Not so fast.
hang on for a second, not so fast. Flag down.
It's the body slam, I think, late after the whistle. The Bengals could have given up on the play, but instead they picked the ball carrier up and slam him to the ground. That's when the flag. At least
Yeah, I'm not too sure, Tom. I'm sorry. It sounds like, but I don't know. I'm not too sure.
For Miami, if that's the call.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 9.
I agree, Water. They have a nice taste to them.
Sam Hubbard, local kid, went to Ohio State.
They're going to call a penalty on Hubbard, and that's going to be an automatic first down for the Bengals. Or for the Dolphins.
Maybe he didn't hear the whistle.
Their sauce has a good kick to it. I don't know what it is. Which is good.
And now they'll wind the clock.
You can get some bad stuff, though.
We come to the 2-minute warning with the Bengals leading the
Sometimes their pizza tastes a little funky. You can get some bad stuff, but most of the time it's pretty solid. Yeah, you can also add stuff to it, and it makes it like nearly perfect pizza with certain spices and shit like that. Anyway, it's a 2-minute warning here. 2-minute warning. The Dolphins have just one timeout to work with here. Just one timeout here at the 2-minute warning. The Bengals have 2 timeouts if they were to get the ball back, but the Dolphins have it. 1st and 10 at the Miami 46. 1st and 10 at the Miami 46 for the Dolphins. 2-minute warning. Bengals lead 14-6. Miami has the ball, and they get the ball at the half too. So putting that on the crust, yeah, it's not too bad. Pizza bowl? Wait, is it just a pizza with the dough and a bowl? Oh, that sounds awful. Yeah, I don't eat bowls. There's these Nashville hot chicken bowls that you can get at the store from Banquet that are really good. Those are solid. Yeah, I wouldn't get bowls unless there was chicken and mashed potatoes in it. Logan Ryan, there you go. Yeah, he was really good for us for a while. Remember when everybody said we weren't going to be good without him, and then we replaced him with a near all-pro, and then we replaced that guy, and then we got Gilmore, and then Jackson, now Jonathan Jones. It's crazy. I regret eating mod pizza. It's like $11 for a small SP. Mod pizza? I've never heard of mod pizza. Yeah, that sounds awful, Phil. That sounds really bad. Well, Miami, they could, Kirk, but we're kind of in a flux right now. We'll have to just kind of see how Bridgewater does. Yeah, cornerback, safety, offensive line. We develop certain positions very well in New England. It's very nice.
Here in Cincinnati,
Hey.
just learned from the Dolphins that Tua Tagovailoa has sustained head and neck injuries.
Had a neck injury to Tua.
We're told, and he has just been taken to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center here.
He's going to the hospital.
Miles away from Paycor Stadium. It's a level 1 trauma center, Al.
All right, Kaylee, let's just hope for the best here for Tua. We'll work on him. Of course, the Dolphins will, as a team, fly home after the game.
Oh, so Phil's defending mod pizza. We have conflicting. Maybe it's different in Michigan if he's from Michigan. All right, here we go. Ball at the 43. Miami has it at their own 43. Let's see what they do. Oh, they're at the 46. Never mind. One timeout to work with. Bridgewater throws, slant pass to Waddle. He gets the completion into Bengals territory. I'm from Pennsylvania, the most crappy state. Sorry about that. That sucks. You guys are like 10 years behind every other state, it seems like. It's just like this weird thing. When I went to Pennsylvania, outside of the cities, it felt like everywhere else was about 10 years behind. They just move very slowly out there. It's crazy. I'm like, man, it feels like Michigan 10 years ago. Just like all the rules, the regulations. I'm like, this is literally just Michigan 10 years ago. Yeah, your state was a trip when I went through it recently, about 8 years ago. When did you guys legalize weed in Pennsylvania, even for medical? Was it like 2008, 18, 19?
Put the pressure on that time. Second down and 10.
That is a tough ask for a tight end to make that block.
That sounds awesome.
Hendrickson, who is just relentless, had the big game last
Oh, it's like the endless toppings. Okay, I got you.
2.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. He was everywhere.
Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Yeah, Philly was cool when I went to it.
Down Bridgewater.
I went to a couple, like, there's a bunch of hill-ass towns, though. I'm gonna go grab a soda real quick, guys. Enjoy the game. Be right back. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Mike, imagine living in Texas. Oh, that'll be a first down out of bounds to the 24.
Takes the ball for a first down, and it moves the sticks at the 24-yard line.
So you got action going to the right, but watch Teddy Bridgewater really sell it. You know, again, that comes back to his experience in this league. By selling that, it just creates a little bit of hesitation and a little bit of doubt by the linebacker there that's trying to run with Tyreek Hill. It was Davis Gaither, but give the quarterback a small little thing. All you need is a little bit more space for Tyreek Hill to pick up more yards for a first down.
5 catches for Hill for 62 yards. Bridgewater, protection is good. Pass is good.
You have plans on moving, though? Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I think I'm going to move out of Michigan eventually. I think I want to live in Colorado.
Second down and 4.
I want to go to Philly and get a Philly cheesesteak from there one day. Yep, that's definitely something that I didn't try that when I was out there. I just was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then I refused to. I ate like pizza and shit.
He looks really prepared and really in sync.
Didn't have any weed and I couldn't eat. I was like, oh.
We don't know. May have taken a few more this week.
Maybe.
Being all dramatic.
A lot of walkthroughs after the week they had last week with,
Why Colorado? Because southern Colorado is really warm and I want to live somewhere warm, but not like completely bullshit hot type deal. And I really enjoyed when I went to Colorado. The only other state outside of Michigan I live by. That's delay a game, dog.
Back to the 23-yard line.
Become a head coach, first-time play caller. It's a lot to manage for Mike McDaniel. You know, in the past he would be in the ear of Kyle Shanahan suggesting plays, so he's always been preparing for this, but now you're doing it, you know, and trying to stay.
Second down and 9, balls at the 23. Here's the play. They're going to hand it off. Just trying to stay in field goal range. What's up, Jacob? Is it good baseball in Colorado? It's interesting baseball. Yeah, prayers up for Tua if you're a religious man.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, when he was talking about McDaniel,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Colorado just sounds like it rules, dude. I live near Grand Junction. That shit sounds, it's really nice down there. You know where Grand Junction is, right? It's like kind of near Utah-ish, surrounded by mountains and desert. Beautiful. I can't imagine living in hell in California because of the heat. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in Cali either because of all the homeless. I don't fuck with homeless people. I don't care if that sounds mean, but it's like if you think it's mean to say that about homeless people, you've never interacted with the homeless. Motherfuckers are gross. And some of them are just gremlins for no reason. Most of them are pleasant and they just need a little help, but like there are some just absolute demons that are homeless people. And I don't fuck with any of them because of that. That was a really good throw there by Bridgewater down to the 7-yard line. Sheesh. Can't do that with Tua. Sheesh. I can't wait for playoff baseball because your team is in it. Oh, the Cards. Yeah, I know, Rapid. That was ugly. I'm really stunned they let him play in this game at that point. Went there for a few months ago. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? Little shovel pass. That's a touchdown. Yep. Touchdown, Dolphins. Good play by Teddy Bridgewater and the Dolphins on a shuffle pass there. I think he's a Guardians fan, Water. Hey, 12-14, 13-14, or 14-14, pending this extra point. What are they going to do? And hey, by the way, the Dolphins also get the ball back at halftime, I believe, because they kicked it off. So Dolphins they're probably just going to kick the extra point here because they also get the ball at halftime, meaning they can double score. Yeah, Tua sustained. They've made the announcement that he suffered neck and head injury, and that's probably why you've seen his hand kind of spaz out the way it did. As soon as I seen that, I went, "Oh no, that's not good." Off the upright, not good. All right, so it stays a 2-point game. 14-12 Bengals lead at halftime. What was crazier was watching the Dolphins fans defend, saying it was a back injury. Yeah, there's no way that was a fucking back injury. 0% shot, dude. He was knocked out. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, guys, he was unconscious. How do you say that? Oh, he hurt his back. No, guys, he had a head injury, and the Dolphins let him play in the second half of that. They brought him back when they shouldn't have, and now this just happened. That's really bad. People will support the Mets when they face the Atlanta Braves tomorrow. I will be happy if the Mets beat the Braves. Yeah, I'd be fine with it. Yeah, dude, the getting up, falling down, and then this week he falls down and his hand spazzes out like he just fucking got... Have you ever seen a punch video where somebody gets slammed really aggressively onto the ground? For anybody who might just be tuning in, and their arms stick out like this and their legs shoot out. That's basically what Tua's hand did. His hand went and like bent inward, very involuntarily. And as soon as I seen that, I went, "That's a fucking head injury. That's a bad head injury too, to boot." I hope the dude's all right. Like, I mean, he's gonna be all right, but it's like that's a serious head injury when that happens. Your body's not supposed to do that. Like, supposed to seize up like that. That's not good usually. Dolphins already lost first-round picks due to Stephen Ross stuff. Yeah, no, they could get in trouble. Like, they could get in, this could be bad, that investigation, especially with this now. Ooh, this isn't good for the Dolphins. They're running their team like a shit show.
And the guys, a recap of the first half. Started out ablaze. Yeah. Slowed down a little bit. Of course, it's all about Tua.
Well, I'm trying to keep it a little light because that was a really ugly injury that Tua just suffered. He's talking about last week, Rob, I think, when he got up and fell down. Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about. Yep. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. They say it was a back injury, but that wasn't a back injury. That's what I'm arguing here. That's clear. I mean, Tua clearly didn't have a back injury last week. I don't know how they got away with saying that shit, but like, it's like, well, that's clearly false. I don't think back-to-back back injuries make your brain seize up like that and fucking make you go, bleh. So yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be bad. The Dolphins might be in trouble. Like they're gonna be in a little bit of trouble here. I don't think they should let that guy play. But hey, we'll figure it out as it goes along. Anyway, it's halftime now. That's why the game is and everything is muted. It's time to stretch out. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in right now. I very much appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. A lot of lurkers and people just enjoying the show. Appreciate you. It's 14-12. Bengals lead. Dolphins get the ball at halftime. So that'll be interesting to see how the Dolphins game plan and strategize going forward without Tua, who suffered a pretty gnarly head injury a little bit ago. Oh, yeah, the NFLPA is crucifying him. Really bad brain injury. He will have them more easily after 2 in 1 week. Yep. Proves that some teams are really not looking after player health over wins. Yeah, exactly. I'll just call you Media. Exactly, Media. Your name's very long. But yeah, exactly, dude. I agree with that 100%. That's Dolphins they should lose. They should get in trouble for this. They're gonna crucify them. I might tweet them. Oh, they're getting they're already making moves. The season for the NFL ends in February usually. People were pointing out certain things like how back injury he wouldn't be reaching for his head. Yeah, there's a G Daddy. You want to go by G Daddy? That's fair enough. I was just looking for whatever. I usually like to call people by whatever is at the end of their name, but when it's long, unless it's numbers. But that's fair. I'll call you G Daddy. Oh fuck! Sorry about that. That blasted me backwards. That was a powerful burp. Well, yeah, Amazon's still new, trying to figure out. Well, Amazon doesn't have to also play by any rules, technically. You know, Amazon technically could have me on here doing this, saying all the cuss words I'd like, unless they sign like a decency clause with the NFL. But like technically, they're not ruled by the FCC at any kind of capacity on Amazon.com. They could have a chick shake her big ass titties in the corner of the screen with no bra on just the whole game. Like, it's just like, well, what are you gonna do about it? It's ours. We paid for this. This is on the internet. This is what do you go ahead, rate it however you want to. We're literally a live stream. We own the website. This is our website services. This is on Amazon AWS services. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Amazon Web Services. We own this. What, are we going to censor ourselves? No. They might lose some advertisers, though. Probably what that's keeping them in line. Your cousin and brother has Amazon Prime. I have Amazon Prime. The Little Caesars commercial after we just talked about. Yeah, because they're the official sponsor of the NFL now, Little Caesars. All them other pizza companies were ran by complete psychopaths and weirdos and shitty pizza. They're like, damn, all these other pizzas suck and Papa John's is fucking crazy. Like, like Papa John's should probably still be the pizza of the NFL because it arguably it's just as good as Little Caesars. But Little Caesars is they don't have all the fucking, you know, crazy controversy that John Schneider has around him. You know, he's not, you know, the Chris Ilitch is, even though it'd be way funnier, but, and I would love Chris Ilitch forever if he did this, but like John Schneider, Chris Ilitch isn't going around saying he's going to eat like 50 pizzas in a month and looks like he's melting his wax. There's the John Schneider lore from Pizza Hut is some of the funniest. They tricked that dude into saying the N-word really aggressively, and then he's like, he waffled on a bunch of easy questions in an interview about using the N-word, but it's like, well, at least he's an honest guy. He can't, you know. Yeah, basically, Lil Kazars is like, hey, at least our owner isn't a fucking weirdo. And they went, yeah, I mean, it's about the same pizza. Papa John's is maybe a little... To be honest, have you had Papa John's since they fixed it all up? It's actually solid pizza lately. That's what sucks for them is, like, they actually, I think, figured out... Because, like, they went on this arc because they had really the worst pizza for the longest time. Then they went on this weird arc where they were really, like, curious about their pizzas. Really, like, asking their customers about shit. And then now they have really actually pretty solid pizza. Little Caesars is way better, though. It's, you know... Yeah, the banana peppers and the dipping stuff they used to have at Papa John's. That shit ruled. Yeah, there was like, Papa John's had some shit to it. It was always super fucking good too. And then they dipped really hard in quality. I don't know what exactly happened to them. I think when the Papa, what's up, Ven? I think when the Papa was more involved in, you know, throwing his racial epithets into the pizza sauce in the morning, it was way better pizza. Way more racially motivated pizza, but, you know, way better. Yeah, Pizza Hut is just... Pizza Hut is... I don't know what it is. How's it so close? Well, they're two really good teams, you know? Two really good teams, my friend. What's up, Kenny? How you doing? What's up, Ven? How you doing, though, buddy? Doing well? I haven't had Papa John's stuffed crust yet since Papa Hut didn't... what's the word? Claim that for themselves. Yeah, you mean patented? I'm glad they didn't. Yeah, he would just yell into the sauce. Yeah, but at least little Kazars isn't, you know, run by a complete weirdo. And I think Little Caesars is good pizza, I'm sorry. I'm not the biggest fan of Papa John. Tell the dough it wasn't the right shade. Yeah, Papa John would go fucking buku crazy. Yeah, Ven, that's not good, the Tua injury. I'm trying to keep it light a little bit. I'm gonna listen to this. Man, yeah, that was ugly. Yeah, the Dolphins are probably going to get in trouble for this because it's like they're already being investigated for that injury that Tua just, you know, for the alleged back injury last week that he suffered versus the Bills. And then this week he like kind of bonks his head kind of lightly. I mean, he got hit pretty hard, right? Like that. But like, in all honesty, how hard and like the aggressiveness that he got hit, he shouldn't have gotten hurt from that. I didn't think he went down that hard. Has anybody else seen the hit? Does it look like he doesn't get hit like actually like all that aggressive? Like he's wrapped up properly. I mean, he kind of bounced like that. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't even like a hard bounce. He like fucking rolled onto the ground and he's fucking immediately just his arm shot. Like unless I'm just seeing it weird, but it doesn't look like he got lit up like that hard. It wasn't like a fucking knockout hit that took him out. Like if you haven't seen the hit, it's genuinely a kind of a light hit. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't believe that he was ever like I don't think Miami handled that properly. I think they fucked this up. This to me screams like Miami messed up and they're now going to have to backpedal really, really hard to try to cover this one up. Yeah, it wouldn't have done this to him if he wasn't already dealing with the concussion. Now he's out here with like his hand all stiffed up, looking like he's got cerebral palsy. Like, uh-oh, what if he got hit so hard he's got cerebral palsy? Like, damn. You're happy you're going to be home this week, Kenny? Hell yeah. It's all first-year coaches sucking except Dabble and Peterson, Hackett, McDaniels, and now McDaniel with the... Nah, that's not really McDaniel doing a bad job. That could be above his head. That could be the GM, the owner. You know, you're never too sure about something like that. Dolphins are a sketchy organization. I blame the owner and the GM. Lays or Takis or Tostitos for the gaming night. Takis are always good if you get the hot Takis. How long are we till kickback off? Looks like guys are back out on the field a little bit. Yeah, it's probably a Stephen Ross thing. Damn, my viewership is dying because everyone's leaving. They're like, damn, no football game. We'll be back. Stream's doing really good tonight. I think I'm up over 2,000 views already, which is pretty crazy. Jalapeno Cheetos, those are really good too, yeah. Because they're not as dusty as the other ones. Damn, 2.3K. Sheesh. That's a lot of views for a Thursday night football stream. Is it not like for free on Twitch tonight? 2,000 views, 2,280. Sheesh. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about the diarrhea poop from the Takis. That's true. Hey, we're up at 31 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. Very kind, very kind. Tigers are winning the game at the wrong time. Oh, that's not good. Oh, shit. I thought I had it unmuted. Wheat thins and pimento cheese is goated. Oh, nah. Wheat thins and pimento cheese spread. I thought you said goated. I was like, that's weird for you to say, Daniel. But okay. But now I see what you said. You know what's really good? Hot and spicy Cheez-Its. Motherfucker, like, you sit on the toilet for the whole day. Just, plop. It's like once you sit on the toilet for the whole day and like it's only like one little tiny turd that comes out. You're like, what is this? I swear it was more. How about cigarettes and ibuprofen? Is that a good snack? Ibuprofen for your hurt teeth and cigarettes just because they taste good. They, tobacco in them tastes good to eat. Like, oh, that's even more fucked up than what I was thinking. Like, it's a good snack, isn't it? You chew up the ibuprofen like little Tic Tacs. Maybe throw up a little bit because the terrible taste of fucking pills. Ugh. That's probably cancerous. Oh, dude, they're gonna lose a first round pick if they. I think there's actually like standing. I think you lose draft picks on stuff like this. And the severity again ranks up like with like what you're covering up. Yeah, this could be a first round pick thing. Yeah, I would imagine it's at least a first. Especially if they covered up a concussion when the league's like got like a point of emphasis on concussions forever. Like it's like a major point of emphasis for the NFL. Yeah, they're in trouble. If they were covering up like a bad knee, they might like lose like a 5th or 4th round pick for a few years. Maybe like a 3rd or a 2nd even, just to kind of like send a message to Miami to stop fucking around so much. But not only are they recently in trouble, but the concussions, oh no, that's not a good one. The NFL does not like this kind of stuff. This is like their worst fear is this happening on prime time to a big name team like big name player like Tua. And it's very obvious to the rest of the public that he was very hurt last week, and now it's like, oh boy, now he's really hurt. You and your friends are playing Modern Warfare 2. Oh hell yeah, sounds like a good time, man. You know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure I was in high school when Modern Warfare 2 came out. That's kind of trippy. Is that right though? Yeah, that was about right, guys? I didn't play Call of Duty. Mainly watched my buddies play. So I fucking sucked at shooters back then even. Anyway, game's back on, by the way. I remember when the first Modern Warfare 2 came out, man. You gotta remember, I'm 29 though. I'm like the weirdest, youngest 29. I look very young for 29. Outside of this huge beard, I've yeah, I know. I completely surprised everybody with being a lot older than I look. I'm aging incredibly slowly. It's a great it's really nice. I'm on the young side of 30, which is nice. There's 2 camps as you get older. The people who age slowly and the people who age quickly. Both of them wish they were in the other camp, except for about me right now in the looks younger camp. It's like, oh, this is awesome. As you get older. Here.
Number 72. 5-yard penalty, second down.
So now Armstead becomes the guy protecting the blind side.
Yeah.
With
Now,
Bridgewater, the right-handed quarterback.
yeah, that's right. We talked earlier about that matchup with Trey Hendrickson, them playing together in New Orleans, very familiar with one another, the moves that they have. Gets a little different now with Teddy Bridgewater in there as a right-handed
There's thermal smoke stuff. Oh yeah, I see you're an absolute demon in model. Yeah, see a lot of people of our age are just absolute monsters from that era. 3rd and 5th, 2nd and 15 for the Dolphins. They take a shot. That's picked. Oh, he's out of bounds. Damn. Damn, he just misses the pick. I think that was Eli Apple. Damn, Apple just misses a pick. You remember when you were 12 and you were like deep? Yeah, I had a beard when I was 13. Like it's so weird because like I could grow facial hair. I started growing facial hair when I was 13 and I had a pretty deep voice. And I've been the same height since I was 12. Isn't that fucking? I've been just under 6 foot tall since I was 12 years old. Dude, I've been a monster since I've been a little kid, but I stopped growing. I think I fucked a growth plate up because I grew way too quickly. Then I had like 5 ankle injuries in a row, and then I broke my back when I was 16. So I think I just messed up my growth ability and I just stopped growing because I also have a wingspan that goes about 6'3". So my arms are about 6'3" in length. And you know how your wingspan is supposed to be how tall you are, like from tip to tip of your finger? Yeah, mine's like fucking. I'm like 6'3" across. So I got these miserable ass long arms compared to my body, and I'm like, damn, I fucked my head. I'm not able to grow past a certain length. Yeah, I broke my back playing football. Yeah, they did NFL shorts. Yeah, they did. They're gonna be in trouble with this Tua situation. Because it's like, yeah, okay, so now we know that they how that investigation's gonna go. They're gonna get in trouble for letting a player play with a concussion, because there's no way Tua should have had that kind of. Oh, what's up, Seth, though, and what's up, NFL Shorts? There's no way that Tua should have been like holding his arms up like this with like that involuntary seizure response in the hand. That's 100% brain damage. I've watched enough fight videos on the internet. I know what that is. I've watched enough. I know what that. I've never. You know what's crazy? I've never seen that in pro wrestling, but I've seen that in UFC once or twice, which is even crazier that I barely see it in UFC. Because again, I think a lot of people know not to like slam people on their fucking heads, but again, in fist fights and street fights, that's where the golden shit is. I see a motherfucker like this once a week. Just shake. Eventually, they get put down and they get helped up, but yeah, that's a bad head injury. Oh yeah, I literally hope that the person, when people kick somebody in the head, I'm like, I hope that person gets killed. That's my initial immediate thought, because it's like, man, you won the fight, just walk away. You knocked him the fuck out. That's attempted murder, right? Just so you guys are aware, if you're ever in a fight and you hit somebody and they're on the ground, don't touch them. Don't even like breathe near them. Just go like this and be like, all right, I'm done in this. Literally just stop fighting. Because it's like, it goes from like, oh yeah, misdemeanor, maybe just like civil charges between the two. Not even something serious. To like, oh yeah, no, now it's attempted murder. Real quick in a fist fight. Really fast. So just remember that. Yeah, there's not much you can do in that situation. I would never intervene. I don't know, because Teddy isn't going to stop throwing it. Yeah, no, I think they'd run it a little bit. Bengals going to beat the Dolphins, especially since they don't have Tua. Yeah, Jay, it looks like it. It seems like the Bengals will win now without Tua. What happened to Tua? He got hit, and his head kind of rolled off the ground a little. He kind of bonked a little bit. And Tua kind of like, instead of getting up, we just seen Tua's arm kind of like curl up like this. Kind of like he had like a brain trauma, and then like he's on his way to the hospital right now to get his head and back looked at, or head and neck looked at, not even his back. He hurt his head and neck again. And we know what happened last week with the very obvious he got knocked out and then was probably concussed, and they brought him back in, and now in all honesty, I would say about 85 to 90% of quarterbacks don't take any real damage on the way Tua just got it. The way Tua got hit I'm shocked that that's what hurt him. Like, it's like one of them things. Like the very first time he got sacked, he was immediately out of the game. Oh yeah, 100%. That could be 2 concussions inside of like a week. They could have that could be worse than that. That could be serious fucking brain damage, dude. Like that's the worst case scenario what I'm talking about. Best case scenario is it's just he needs to miss a few weeks now. Yeah, he shouldn't play for the next several weeks. They shouldn't have played this week. It looks like if you were to breathe really hard on Tua, he would have fucking barely been able to make it out of that. Poor dude. Yeah, I'm hoping he's all right, man. I don't like seeing that. It's not good. The human body's actually pretty resilient. It's just, we got a very sensitive up here region. Right here is probably shit. Yeah, this is shit construction. We made a very bad executive decision about several 100,000 years ago to forego any kind of security of the head and neck so we could communicate, because we couldn't really physically compete with anybody else. It was a very good trade-off, but also very, very costly, because we got horrible fucking heads because of it. But again, it's probably why we're able to communicate, why we're so much smarter than everything. It's a whole bunch tied to it. I call it the greatest trade-off in evolutionary history. We went old long neck, developed a fucking ability to speak, and kind of dominated the planet afterward. It's been our playground since. That's why you don't see why no next people freaks you out. It's like, oh, what happened? Fucking backwards evolutionary motherfucker. That's going to be a loss on the play. 3rd and 7 coming up. Maybe 3rd and 6 if they call it at the line.
3rd and 6.
Again, they are doing the press. They're jamming.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, he was just trying to sack the quarterback. Defender didn't do anything wrong. I won't ever. That was a clean sack too. He even like held him down on the go down. Like, dude, he hit him by the textbook how you hit a quarterback. You're supposed to go down with them and kind of break the fall for him, and he did every bit of that to help Tua out on that play. Kind of feel bad for the guy that hit him because I hope he doesn't feel bad about himself for hurting Tua. No, it doesn't, dude. His head rolls onto the fucking turf. That's what I'm talking about. If you watch that hit, his head doesn't slam off the ground, even at full speed. It's a little jerky, but like if he didn't have a concussion, that shouldn't have hurt him. Like that wouldn't have hurt him. Cause it like go look. It looks like his head rolls off the hit onto the turf, and that was enough. That was not good. Oh my gosh, that's not good. That was a clean hit. Yeah, it was, Kenny. I agree. Oh man, what an ugly night. What a bad night for football. Here's a 4th and 14. Burrow gets sacked on the play, and the Bengals will have to punt it away on a 4th and 14. Man.
Holland is back inside his 15-yard line.
You know who I feel worst? Oh, they almost blocked the kick. Woo, that was close. They almost said 3 guys blocked that kick. How'd that not get blocked? That's the real question of this game at this point, outside of the Tua stuff. How in the fuck did that kick? There were like 3 guys. There was 3 guys diving at that football. How did it not get blocked? That's a miracle not blocked punt. In my opinion. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the Miami 14. 1st and 10 at the Miami 14 for the Dolphins. They take over with trailing by 2. It's 14-12 Bengals. Ooh. 14-12 Bengals lead the game with 10-11 remaining in the third. 10-11 remaining here in the third. The Dolphins have it 1st and 10 at their own 14. And it's a commercial break, so I have everything muted. I'll unmute the game as soon as possible. Ooh, take out my earpiece. A little easier to talk without that thing in. Ooh. What is this crap? You guys got a good mullet in the State Farm commercial. You know, if the Dolphins need a real quarterback, I could try out. You can hit me as hard as possible. I've never had a concussion, so I'm built different. You know, I'm a strong man. I'm going to go see if the general reception on Twitter to the Dolphins is kind right now regarding Tua. Let's see. Yeah, no, nobody's really liking this moment. Still a commercial break. Just saw the injury of Tua again. That looks beyond horrible. Yeah. Oh, dude, it's bad. Here, I'll show you guys a quick picture of what his hands did. Because I've been talking about them a lot really quickly. Mute it. That's what his hands did automatically after the play. Oh, and there's the play he got knocked out on. And then there's the... Here's him trying to move around. Oh, you can't see it down there. Let me scroll up.
As an assistant coach with the Cincinnati Bearcats.
You know, he came up to the Ohio State. I had a chance to visit with him a little bit. Brought his son up to the game, kind of a father-son moment a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it's, you can watch this little and he falls down. Yeah, it's not good. He's not in good health mentally. Yeah, his fingers are bad, dude. Yeah, that's called a brain injury. That's involuntary too, by the way. He's not choosing to do that. His body is automatically curling up like that because he's got a bad head injury. It's like a weird it's like a weird trauma response the brain does, where it like sometimes it'll make your legs sticking out really hard and stiffen up and bend your feet out really weird. It'll make your arms shoot out way out like this. So sometimes it'll just be a hand cause it to like curl up backwards. It's fucking brutal, dude. Head injuries are not good. They're very, very bad. My brother, one of my brothers was in a car accident. Both my brothers were. And one of them got it a lot worse, and he was like that when they like swinging at people and stuff, like trying to swing at him like that. And he couldn't unbend, but his head swelled up. He was probably gonna die. I don't know how he lived. My brothers are built very differently. It's a good thing my brother was strong as a motherfucking ox when he got in that accident, or else he probably would have died. And that shit would have sucked. Bridgewater on 3rd and 4. He's got open Gesicki, and Gesicki gets wrapped up immediately. No gain on the play, maybe a loss. And the Bengals will force another punt. Yeah, Jay, it's been a good stream so far. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you to anyone who subscribed. I appreciate you. Too kind. Gonna have my smoke real quick. Get a couple puffs in.
Keeping the big tight end short of that first down. Great play again by 21.
Thomas Morstead, after a 3-and-out, long-time Saints punter, and this is a beauty. All the way to the 13-yard line. Trent Taylor.
Jesus, what a punt. Oh, shit, look at the Bengals returning it out to the 35. You would feel nothing because you're probably unconscious a little bit. And then when you wake back up, you probably feel an immense amount of pain. Yeah, I would imagine. I've never been knocked unconscious, actually, believe it or not.
What do we do? Get to the escape pods. Go now!
Okay, I'm an alien, and I got these claws. I'm climbing the wall now.
So, I don't actually know what it feels like to get knocked out.
And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need
Water is what you don't like, Teddy? Teddy Two Gloves? 8:01 remains in the third. Bengals take over at the 35. 1st and 10 at their own 35. Bengals have the ball with 8 minutes and about 8:30 remaining. Yeah, I would say so, Jay. 8:01 remaining now. 8:01. 14-12, Bengals lead. Oh, wow, it's caught.
Takes the ball into Miami territory across midfield.
You think of T. Higgins, you think of him going downfield with
yeah, I wonder if it's kind of hard for the Dolphins players to focus also in this game right now, because like that's a pretty bad head injury to like probably a pretty close friend to all these guys. Regardless of how we may think of Tua, he's clearly like the leader of that team. One of the things you can't question about Tua, to say some good things about him, is intangibly wise, he's about as sound as you've ever seen a quarterback. Like the stuff that you're supposed to do, kind of like be the leader of the team, set the tone, be like the face of your team. He's a very good intangible quarterback in terms of accuracy too. But like intangibly, he's everything you want in a quarterback. Doesn't really falter. He plays good in the big moments. He's very clutch. He doesn't really do mistakes. He's not going to lose you the game usually. Good leader. Guys respect him. He immediately commands the locker room. Those are like good traits to have. Man, that could really fuck a team up, losing a guy like Tua.
Second down and 6. Boyd is the motion man.
As much as I shit on Tua, he's very good intangible. Oh, what a beautiful play almost. Good defense by Miami on that one on Chase. They went for a little back shoulder play on that one. Ooh, that was almost good. Yeah, let's wait until we know that Tua's all right and he's not fucked up before we make any jokes. One time I jammed my finger so hard I didn't play football for ouch. I do play catch, and I hate when, playing catch with a football and jamming your fingers, that's always a bitch. Understand when a coach is in his first year and when the quarterback gets injured, they don't.
3rd down 6.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it either, Farrell. I think they're trying to be too smart, the Dolphins. I think this was a bad coaching. It was bad the bad coaching decisions was, again, like you said, running a very complicated offense tonight rather than just like running it and playing it safe with their quarterback's health right now. That's a coaching mistake. The decision, I think, is above Mike McDaniel's on Tua playing.
They're going to leave him one-on-one against the safety.
You start Aaron over Joe this week? Not a bad decision, huh? 14-12, the Dolphins have to punt, or the Bengals are punting it away. 6:25 remains in the third. Yeah, a lot of punts today, Miguel. I agree.
Fair catch called for and made at the
Bengals just can't put this game. The Bengals could bury this game. All right, they're going to a commercial break.
Thursday night.
Commercial break here with 6:18 remaining in the third quarter. Bengals lead 14-12. Miami has the ball at their own 10. It's commercial break, so it's muted. Bengals, I don't know. They're dealing with rust. They'll be all right. Again, Miami's defense is also really good, so you kind of can't, you have to remember that about the Dolphins. They're not just going to give up points willy-nilly. They have a pretty solid defense. Their basic team philosophy is basically hold teams to under 20 and we'll win the game. Aaron's not better than Brian Hoyer. Sorry, wonder if not being a super film person myself is the Cincinnati offense stale. They'll be all right. Kind of right now, though. To me, every NFL game is always nerve-wracking because of the bad injuries of football are really bad. I mean, I broke my back playing football. I know all too well what happens in this game. Let's see what the general consensus is by people. September went fast. Yeah, I know. It's already October. Tomorrow's the last day of September. Yeah, Alan, not good. And Tua's in pretty bad shape right now. Hopefully it's nothing too bad, but it's neck and head injuries, so hope it's not 2 concussions in a row, basically. I think it's only been 3 days since Tua and the Bills. I hope they do. Yeah, I know, Pharaoh Child. That's what I'm stunned about. It's like shocking they let him play. Like, dudes, Jesus, Miami, look what you just did. Like, literally, Miami caused, like, the Dolphins let him play, and this is the end result. A light sack, and this dude's fucked up. Like, and you got to admit, looking at the play, it wasn't a dirty sack. It wasn't an aggressive sack. It was, he wrapped him up and brought him to the ground like you're supposed. In all honesty, the guy even ate most of the damage to the ground. Oh shit! You accidentally timed somebody out. I didn't even notice. Like, if you watch the play, it's like a light bring down of Tua. It's not even like the guy wolfed his ass down. I mean, he had him wrapped up. I mean, Tua wasn't getting out of that shit. He wasn't gonna be able to throw that ball. The guy could have raked him to the ground, but he decided not to. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the or 2nd and 5 at the 15. Hey, 1st down. Because you have to take your siblings. One is 8 and the other one is the 10. It's super annoying to go trick-or-treating. Yeah, trick-or-treating sucks, but don't you get free candy out of it? Like, do the people let you get candy because you're being a good sibling? Like, yeah, you can get a piece or 2 if you want, or just take it from your sibling. That's kind of cool. Oh, you almost do. Well, that's good at least. Yeah, you would think they would have just not played him. It's a free not play game. I don't know. Never know. Teddy Two Gloves could take the lead. He's got 1st and 10 at the 31. Bridgewater takes a shot. No way! All the way to the 5. Oh, Teddy Two Gloves. Sheesh. All the way to the 5 goes Tyreek Hill from Teddy Two Gloves. And now all of a sudden the Dolphins could retake the lead here without Tua in the game. God, Tyreek's so good at receiver. They're going to run it. And they get down to about the 2. Dude, yeah, that was unreal concentration by Tyreek Hill, by the way. What a great catch. I wouldn't mind, but adult trick-or-treating is frowned upon. Yeah, exactly, Mike. I wish that was a thing, but, you know, you got to go to bars for that, and I don't drink. That was a good throw. I'll give Teddy all the credit. That was a really good throw. Oh, you know, Apple's like, damn it. And he gets stopped at about the 3. Or maybe they'll be back at the 2. 3rd and goal coming up here. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remains in the 3rd quarter. Miami knocking on the door here. They're as close as about you can be without actually being in the end zone at the 2. Yeah, 14-12. Bengals holding on to a slight lead. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. How this dude's, that's unreal. Retro Bowl is the best football game on mobile for some reason. Oh, is it? I've never played it. I'd run an option and just take off from Teddy. Like if you like run a have is that Tyreek in the backfield? A Bridgewater gets out of there. Yeah, you should have ran a little earlier. Incomplete. Yeah, he wasn't able to complete that. Looks like they're gonna have to kick it. It's that 3rd and goal from the. It's that 4th and goal from the 2. Do they go for it or do they kick it? Take the lead. My guess here is you take the lead just because you don't have your starter. You don't have your starter in. I feel like the smart play is just to take the points. You get paid tomorrow? Hell yeah, Kenny. Bet you're excited. What do you get paid for? Oh, from like the football stuff? Well, hey, there we go. 15-14. Dolphins take their first lead of the evening. For football, hell yeah. Congrats, Kenny. Bet you're excited to get a little Skrilla. A little scratch in the pocket. All right. Hey, they're not going to commercial break. Even better. 5 yards overshot. He's got it. 5 yards underthrown. He's got it. Yeah, overthrown, underthrown. Yeah, it's basically whatever you need to do with Tyreek Hill. He can do it to a very high level. Unreal. I switched up my tags a little bit, and all of a sudden my channel's doing way better. Big brain moves I had to make. If you're enjoying the stream, but just press like, leave us, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Both things are appreciated. We do a lot of streaming and a lot of just a lot of content. Channel's growing. Going to be at 7,700 subs before too long. Like 30 away from that, then 300 away from the 8,000 mark, which is pretty solid. I'm almost to a decent small channel when I hit into the 5 digits. I'm very excited about that. I just need a little bit of luck and a couple big videos to hit off, and I think I can get real close this season. But Hey, first down for Hayden Hurst. That's a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. Looks like holding, though. I could have still been playing football if that person would have stepped on my ankle. Yeah. Football's weird. I don't know. If like injuries are the reason you don't want to play, it's probably just not a good idea to play. It's funner to watch unless you want to kick. Yeah, Mike. Did Tua get hurt? Oh, yeah, Tua got really hurt. Here's a fun statement, just for a little quick update. Here's a doctor. The Dolphins said Tua Tagovailoa has been taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. He is conscious and has movement in all extremities. This doctor. You guys should go to jail for letting him play 5 days after an obvious concussion you covered up. If he dies from second impact syndrome, I'm pushing for murder charges. Yeah. If you're a doctor, you should, like, this probably pisses you off. You're like, what the fuck is this? Why was that dude playing? Oh yeah, he's fine. He's not going to die or anything, thank the Lord. But like, he probably got a bad brain injury if he just got a second concussion. Like, this is bad. Like, he barely, guys, if you watch that hit, the scale, like the speed at which he got hit, it wasn't big. Dude, that guy's obviously being a bit facetious, but like, I mean, is he? Why the fuck did the Dolphins let that dude play? They know that this could happen. It's not a secret. Uh-oh. Bengals going trick play, Boyd. Boyd to Chase for a first down. So basically, Burrow throws it to Boyd, and Boyd throws it downfield to Chase, and they get the first down. Big play to the Cincinnati 47 for the Bengals. Sheesh. Look at the whip on that throw. That was a pretty solid throw. Throw it on a line. Chase Tyler Boyd. The next Chase McSorley. I picked the Bengals to win, I believe. I'll have to look, but I believe I picked the Bengals. Or the Dolphins, probably. I think I picked the Dolphins out of respect for the Dolphins. I can't remember in this game. Middle in the quarter. Let me check. I picked the Dolphins. Oh, shit. Well, I don't feel like that's very fair. It's a commercial break right now. I'm sorry, I had it muted. I didn't realize that. You all didn't really miss much, though, when it was muted. It was just a bunch of checkdowns. And yeah, Bengals aren't... They're just not... I mean, they should be up on this. Yeah, I picked the Dolphins, Farrell. Yep. All right, well, I'm right again, so... Right now, anyway. Anyway, end of the first quarter, end of the third quarter, last 15 minutes of the game coming up, fourth quarter on the way. It'll be second down and about 6 for the Bengals, second down and 6 for the Bengals at the Miami 49, second down and 6 at Miami side of the field. Let's see how the Dolphins respond. Let's see what the Bengals do with the ball. Yeah, Bengals should be way up because they've been given a break of the Dolphins offense not having everybody now, and they just can't seem to put the kill shots in. You signed Trace to a 7-year, $30 million deal. Yeah, that's pretty good, Kenny. What homeless man? Oh, that you seen that got beat up? He probably died. Most homeless people probably don't live that long. If it was a few years ago, he's probably dead. Or in prison. Yeah, you're going to hear a lot about how Tua suffered a pretty severe head injury soon because of those hands. That's a very telling sign. And let it be known that I was one of the very first people to be like, uh-oh, those hands tell me that he's really, really hurt. So you heard it from Dirty Rob TV first that he had a severe brain injury because of the hand thing. I don't even got a medical degree. I just watch a lot of street fighting videos, and I find out the end results of them when I see someone get fucked up. I'm like, did this person die? And then I eventually find out they didn't. And then I find their Twitter, and they're not spelling words so good anymore. They're kind of like, nah, just kidding. Tua's gonna come back fucking waddling and shit and be like, my name is Tua, and no, just kidding. That would suck. He's all right. I mean, he's gonna be all right, but it's like, how fucked up is his brain gonna be from this? I hope it's not like, man, I hope it just looks a lot worse than it actually is. You know, like it's just like another concussion, and in like 4 weeks he's good to go. I'm kind of best casing it on that, but man, I hate that.
All night long. He was on the injury report with a glue.
All right, the game's back on. Started the fourth quarter, 2nd and 6.
Evidence of one of the reasons they were going after him all night long.
Yeah. He came in not quite at 100%.
Yeah, I would imagine he'd be able to sue the Dolphins.
Probably a big part of that reason. And
Yeah, if there's permanent damage, I would imagine so. But I wonder if there's something in contracts that kind of prevent that. Play action. Uh-oh. He's throwing it. He's got it. Wide open Boyd. All the way down to the 6 is Tyler Boyd. Uh-oh. He throws the ball to get the big conversion on 3rd down earlier in the drive, and now he catches the ball to put it 1st and goal at the 6. Here come the Bengals, 1st and goal at the 6. Teddy Goat Gloves. You guys see that picture of that big ass mountain goat? Let me show you something.
Who is an undrafted free agent, a rookie. Look at that separation by Tyler Boyd.
43 yards, 1st and goal.
Let me show you guys some crazy shit.
Staying on the ground, getting about halfway home.
I'll save this till the next commercial.
2nd down and goal.
They caught Tom. You know how it's storming down in Florida? Well, they caught Tom Brady in Colorado or Montana, where he went to flee from the bad weather. I'll show you the picture soon. 2nd and goal for the Bengals coming up. Ball at the 3. All right, here we go. And the Bengals take their lead back here with 13:40 to play in the 4th quarter. They're in an I form, a modified I. No fullback. Running back in the back there. Gotta hike it. They're gonna have to call timeout. Here, I'll show you. Here's Tom Brady in his natural habitat. It's a little timeout anyway. Look at this. Look at it. You know how you can tell it's Tom Brady? Look how massive that goat is. Look at this boy.
The Dolphins 3-0 again with Philadelphia, the only unbeaten team.
Sheesh.
Bills 2-1.
Look at the size of this unit. It's a mountain goat.
Meanwhile, the Browns are 2-1. The Ravens are 2-1. The Steelers and the Bengals 1-2. And
It's one of them things where it's like, if it asks if you, it's asking you if you want a carrot, basically, type deal. It's like, it sees the bag of carrots you might have to feed the animals and shit, and they're like, hey, give me that bag of carrots. You didn't see. Yeah, he's also very young looking, too. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have very big developed horns yet, unless it's a female, but I think it was a male. That's a fucking massive unit of a goat. It's an alpha goat when he gets older. Are they pushing it in? Stopped at the 1. It'll be 3rd and short. But yeah, that's a live look at Tom Brady in the in his natural environment. I gotta switch off my ability to hear for a moment. Is the audio still good? Is the audio look a good mix still? My headphone just died.
Against Collins, and he holds his own. Sheds that block, gets underneath Mixon to keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, I know. Disconnected.
former Patriot. Inches away, 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal. Ball at the inch mark. They're going to go with the handoff, and they get stuffed again. Look at the Dolphins defense coming up big in this one. Sheesh. So it'll be 4th and goal at the 1. All right, let me put that down. There we go. All right. Let's see what the Bengals decide to do at 4th and goal at the 1. They probably will go for it here. Good play by 52 to read that gap and kind of break the coverage or break up the blocking scheme a little bit. All right, big play coming. Big play coming. A little thing stopping. I'm going to kick it. Interesting decision to see the Bengals kick it. Because they ran a sweep earlier and just didn't work. It's just nothing's working for the Bengals run game in this one. Beat run blocking. Yeah, he can beat run blocking. That's what Landon Roberts is designed to do. All right, they're going to go to a commercial break here. Commercial break coming up, so I'm muting the audio. I'll unmute it as soon as the game pops back on. It is 17-15 now. Bengals reclaim the lead with 12 minutes to play in the game. 12 minutes left in the game. Bengals lead 17-15. Bengals are going to be kicking off to the Dolphins here in just a second. They've tried, but it doesn't work. The Dolphins closed that shit down too. I swear sometimes Apple TV has the most uninteresting commentators sometimes. Oh, yeah, they do. Well, that's just baseball in general. There are bad announcers for baseball. Don't really know why. It seems like it would be a game where it'd be easy to get good talent to come in and talk about the games and make it way more fun for the people trying to listen. You think you'd want more of like an edge in baseball announcers because you got to be with them for... It's a lot more intimate than it has to be with football guys. There's not as much downtime for football announcers. And when there is downtime, they go to commercials. What's up, Darth? Time left. 12 minutes remain even. 12 minutes. Dolphins will be getting the ball on the kickoff, so it'll probably be like 1st and 10 at the 25 or something like that for them when it's back on. It's a commercial break right now. Dolphins got a 2-point, or Bengals got a 2-point lead. It's 17-15 Cincinnati. Dolphins staying alive despite no Tua for this half, and probably for who knows how long. Yeah, Darth, I kind of do too because of the way. Oh, maybe he did swing him around pretty hard, and I just seen that on slow motion. Is the hit harder than I think it is? Oh, let me see this. Oh no, yeah, there's actually quite the he does get pretty fucking slammed hard. Again, I don't think that's actually like a dirty hit or anything. Now that I've seen the play, it's both. He got fucking whopped pretty good. Yeah, he got fucking lit up pretty good. I mean, the Matt Milano hit was actually not as hard as that. The Matt Milano one was more of an accident, and this one was just kind of very unfortunate. That one was a way harder hit. No, not dirty at all. Antithesis of dirty. It was just a good football play. It was just a hard football hit. And again, if he didn't already have a concussion or wasn't dealing with something like a concussion, I don't think he gets hurt from that hit. He gets back up and he's perfectly fine. Maybe he gets up a little like, my fucking back hurts. Because, I mean, again, he did get clamped up pretty good now that I seen that in full speed. Maybe it would have been just the first concussion. But again, he wouldn't be on his way at the hospital going like this with his fucking arm. That's bad. This is the NFL is going to be so mad at the Dolphins about this, because by the way, this is a primetime game, and like, the NFL has been trying to not have this happen, and they just had this happen on the biggest stage on Amazon Prime. Everybody's talking about it on social media. They're talking about how bad the Dolphins are as a team for letting him even play. It's one of them things where this is probably the NFL. Like, this is like, you know, the dream where you wake up and you're like naked at like a spot where you're not. This is the NFL's version of like having a nightmare where their pants are down in the middle of a presentation and they're rock hard for no reason in the ugly teacher's class. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, fucking, this is a weird dream, a weird nightmare. But, like, yeah, they're having their worst nightmare. This is literally the NFL going, fuck. Like, they've been flexing all offseason and all beginning of this season and all preseason about how all their safety numbers were up last year, about how the NFL experienced their lowest amount of concussions in, like, a decade last season. It was a really good year for them last year. And then this happens. and it comes out that the Dolphins might be covering up concussions, oh, this whole scene is just very bad. If you're the Dolphins as a team, you're like, oh, we're fucked. They better pray to God they don't find out that they're covering up a concussion for Tua last week, and he just very unlucky. 3rd and inches. The Dolphins unable to get the yards needed. Good play by the Bengals defense. 4th and inches coming up. So now it's at the Miami 33, so they got to punt it away.
Eats up all those linemen. We keep seeing it over and over and over again. It frees up Logan Wilson, who has great instincts and feel.
Yeah, that's the thing is like maybe a week from now, if they wouldn't have, like if it would have been a Sunday to Sunday rest for Tua, maybe that's a little different. But Sunday to fucking Thursday, what? With a probable neck or head injury? No, that's very bad. Bad they even let him come back in that fucking game that he got hurt in. They're gonna let that bounce. And the Dolphins down it at about the 28-yard line. So Bengals take over. 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 28. 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 28 for the Bengals. 17-15. Bengals lead.
Denver, Houston, Washington, then Cleveland, then Atlanta.
Yeah, he's a Shanahan disciple.
The last 5 seasons.
He played football at Yale. That's pretty crazy. Matt Vershagen. Oh, for the Angels? Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, he's hilarious. The Angels guy, right? That they fired for some reason. I think he just says offensive ass shit that just doesn't fly in 2020. Like, he does have some crazy ass lines that he delivers. Where it's like, man, you probably got to edit that one out. That could be taken in the wrong way there, Matt. It's not at the same time. Protect the bag. Protect the bag.
Look at that tree. Look at the trail behind him. Yeah.
Anyway. He might have only gotten fired from the show. He might still be the Angels color guy. I'm not too sure. And that's a completion across midfield for the Bengals.
Higgins tonight, 7 catches for 124 yards.
This time they sit back a little bit, play cover 2 safeties deep. They don't jam. Don't disrupt the timing the way they have, and it allows Higgins to sit right in there. See that catch radius, long arms, able to reach back and make that catch. But Joe Burrow finally gets back, reaches the apex of his drop, and realizes, hey, I got an
Makes the postseason sound so good too. Yeah, he's just a good announcer. It sucks that baseball's distancing themselves from him a little bit. 2nd down and 10. Good stop by the Dolphins defense. I'm gonna go get some soda here in a sec. Very thirsty.
Talking about how this offensive line with 4 new starters looks like they're coming around. Maybe they're developing chemistry.
I wonder if someone's botted my channel, because it seems sure seems like there's a lot of people here. I appreciate it. I hope this many people come all the time. Shit, if you guys want to come chill and lurk, I stream all the time. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the likes and subscribing if you have. You know, we do a lot of games. Always cover prime times as long as they're not awful. And Mondays are a little bit of a stretch this year because of just class times. If it's a good game, I'll come home and catch it by halftime usually. Sunday night, yup. Patriots games and Lions games, yup. And Thursday nights, yup. I do all the prime times, try to. Put Tua back in? I mean, they probably want to, Cap. They might as well. I mean, you know. Just have him come in from the hospital. He comes running out of the tunnel and pumps his head. He's barely fucking... He's all wobbly and shit. He's like... All fucking bouncy and wobbly and shit. It's like... What is he doing? Dude, you can't play. He's like, I'm ready to go. Like, dude, you got a head injury, dude. You need to go lay down. I don't even know. How the fuck did you get here from the hospital? I ran all the way.
But the other side,
Tua, you can't even
92 on
speak
this
clearly.
side. See those long arms, able to just
No, he's going to be at the hospital for probably a couple nights.
tough to
Or at least
run
overnight anyway. Yeah, those are good. Those are good water.
In the fourth.
2nd and 8 here for the Bengals, and this kind of killed the clock drive that they're on. 2nd down and 8 with 6:25 remaining in the game. Here's the play action. Joe Burrow looks, throws it pretty deep, and Higgins unable to draw it in. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Covering on the play, it'll be third
Ball's
down.
at the Miami 34, so it's looking like we could see 3 points at the very least off the foot of McPherson in this game.
And it's been working when you motion, try to get a matchup that you like. How many times have we seen even early this year with Tyreek Hill? He puts his foot in the ground, goes full speed. A little bit different. Just trying to
Usually, I
get that same
apologize.
Matchup, good adjustment. Needham just followed him from one side to the other. Has him man to man.
Third down and 8.
All right.
Flag is thrown.
Yeah, they have the wild card. That'll be a false start.
Dead. It could be 12. They
Back it up 5. It'll be 3rd and 18 now at the Miami 39. That's not good for your field goal chances.
Miami.
And now you could lose the game by 1. That's stupid. Good play.
Just looking at the field, Elijah Campbell was trying to get off and apparently did in time.
Yeah, they had 12 minutes.
Why don't you just run this one and keep it in field goal range there, Burrow?
A little bit too quick, the left tackle.
And Taylor.
Here's the 12th man
See what they
right
do, though.
here.
They'll probably try and throw a screen pass or something.
Williams right here, he just gets out of his stance a little bit too early.
Man, my fucking mustache is bothering me right now.
False start kills the play. 12 or more regardless on the other side. 3rd down and 13 now. Makes a field goal attempt if they don't pick up a yard here a lot longer. And that's dropped. So now we'll see what they want to do. McPherson has the leg to kick from this distance. And the question is, do you want to bring him in or the punter and try to pin him deep? And McPherson's going to come in.
Kohu, again, the undrafted free agent, pretty tight coverage. Looked like Boyd may have had his hands on it, but tight coverage there in the slot. The rookie from Texas A&M Commerce doing a really good job tonight.
57-yard
This must be.
attempt. Of course, the downside, if you miss Miami's going to get the ball near midfield.
All right, here's a field goal. This is a big one. And the kick.
McPherson,
It is.
who had a tremendous rookie season.
It's good. Good from... Oh, did he hit that from 64? Oh, would have been good from 64. Okay. Like I said, that was a really good kick. Jesus Christ. 57-yard field goal from McPherson. Sheesh. Makes it 20-15. That's a 5-point lead with 6:13 to play in the game. 6:13 left in the fourth quarter. 6:13 left in the game. Bengals take a 20-15 lead. They make it a 5-point game. Dolphins get the ball, and they can take a 2-point lead with a touchdown, but they probably got to score here. So, big drive. Oh, let me mute this. Fucking stupid ass commercials. All right, commercials muted. So, at least now you know I'm not legit. I'm not joking around. There's commercials. They suck. Nobody wants to listen to an iPhone 14 Pro Plus commercial. Burger King's not a bad one. See, you know, I respect more commercials that just come out and say, buy our shit. Because that's all a commercial is, right? It's just an advertisement for a product. So, like, I hate when companies put together arty commercials. I'd have more respect if, like, Sony came out and had just an awkward guy like, here's our device. It's a Bluetooth. Or like this. Buy it. It's fucking really good. I'd have way more respect for commercials that did that. I hate this, like with Keenan Thompson. Like what am I being sold here? There's automatic like a car? I don't even know what the fuck. I'm very lost on what that commercial is trying to sell me. But like when we but again, like but with fast food, it's literally just like try the new Royal Whopper. It's like, yeah, see, I know what they're selling me. They're selling me fucking new stuff at the store. And I might go try the Royal Whopper because of the way they presented it. I respect that. Like, the people that make pawn store commercials make way better commercials than the people at Budweiser. I'm sorry. You know those really bad pawn store commercials where the guy is basically, you can tell he's using one of the cameras that somebody pawned, and it's one clear take of him kind of yelling into the microphone going, "Hi, this is so-and-so from Pawnbrokers Outlet. Do you have any unused gold or unwanted jewelry and watches? Bring them down to my pawn store at whatever street and on this street. I'll give you money for your unwanted gold and stuff." It's just like this weird, like, loud thing because they don't have great miking. And they, like, don't really have very good, like, screen presence. And they're standing very stiff and talking very, like, fast and, like, loud. It's awesome. Look up pawn store commercials, and you'll never not be entertained. It's one of the greatest It's the same commercial over and over and over. It's like they all know there's, like, a general rule to making these all right, you got to be loud. You gotta say the name. You gotta say your number one service, selling gold and buying gold. And, you know, buying shit, giving them money, and where you're at, and that's about it. And repeat it a few times.
15 of 17 now in his brief career from 50 plus.
Yeah, the camera.
Regular and postseason.
And the size of the phone. Camera and screen size. Miami's going to run it here on 1st and 10. Uh-oh. Breaks free, and he gets just shy of the 50. Out to the Miami 47. 1st and 10 to the Miami 47 goes Mostert. Mozart. Moseteer. Moserati.
He just gets his underneath. Remember, Logan Wilson making all these tackles. He actually overruns the play, gives him the cutback, and we know what kind of speed.
Yeah, it's always about the camera. That's what the main iPhone trait is. They got good cameras, though. They got really smart cameras, too, in a lot of them phones.
So after a 24-yard gain, a loss of 2 or 3. Hubbard is there for the tackle.
Doctor dropped a video. Yeah, I was going to say the hit really isn't that hard. Like, I know it looks hard, but, like, a standard not in brain injured player, a player who's not hurt, isn't going to get fucking hurt from that hit. Like, it's not one that a player actually usually gets, like, hurt from. Maybe a little, you might get a little dinged up, and you could get concussed if you're a little unlucky on the unlucky side with that hit. But it, like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's a pretty standard NFL sack. A little on the hard side, sure, but not anything too crazy that should have did that to Tua. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab a soda again.
Everybody in white tonight, the white towels, the white uniforms, the white Tiger helmets. 3rd and 10. Four-man rush.
Oh, easily, Mike.
And Teddy Bridgewater's going to get
Oh,
the first down.
hey, that's a late hit.
Knocks him out of bounds, but legally close. First down.
Oh, come on. How's that not a late hit? That dude was clearly out of bounds. He wasn't about to pull up and not go out of bounds. What the fuck was that? That should have been called. They're just letting these Miami quarterbacks get murdered out here tonight. They're like, psh, fuck them.
This is what he could do on 3rd down. Still has enough to be able to avoid that pressure and pick up the first down.
Penalty is illegal.
And it set the NFL back. Oh, yeah, dude, this is the worst thing. Because, like, no matter how good the NFL was doing the last couple of years with, like, concussions and shit,
10 or more. They converted 3
they just lost all that good momentum in one night because of Miami. And the way that they hit a concussion, and then now they got a guy with bad brain problems.
Under 5 minutes to go, down 5.
They added the 5 yards at the end of the play after an 11-yard gain on the contact.
Yeah, Miami covered some shit up. They're going to be in some trouble. This hurt the NFL tonight.
Mostert to the outside.
Now the league's like, fucking let them die. Oh, yeah, dude, the Bengals have clearly some of the best uniforms in the league. They've by far won this. Like, this thing about, like, whatever the jersey battle is, they've clearly, they're clearly in the lead now. 2nd down and 2 for the Bengals.
But he does a good
Ball's at the Cincinnati 25 or 28. I don't know where I was looking. I thought they were a little further up on the field. It's at the 28. Second down and 2. 4 minutes and 5 seconds remain here in the game. Man in motion. You're going to go with a handoff, and they get the first down. To the 26. The orange ones? Fair enough. I just really like the white ones. I think they have a nice crispiness to them. Crispness? I don't know which one's a better word to say. Yeah, it's their alternative jerseys. For alternative jerseys, they probably got some of the best. Up there with the Patriots, with the Reds. They definitely got some... Oh, what the hell is this? Why is this not update, like fixing itself? Yeah, I don't know why sometimes it just decides to be like that. I don't really know.
Bridgewater down the sideline and throws that one out of bounds. Sam Hubbard put the pressure on. Knocks Teddy down. Second down and 10 from the 26.
Good call there.
Second down and 10.
And having some success, they try to catch them out of position with a play action attempt on an early down. Try to create that one-on-one matchup. But again,
Betsy DeVos is a punt. That's gonna lose that bitch the election. I don't think people know how unpopular that lady is in Michigan, Betsy DeVos. Blah.
Chase looks on. Second down and 10.
Her backing isn't exactly a good thing.
Pressure from the outside. Picked off.
Oh, the Bengals picked it.
Von Bell, his second.
Number 24 with his second pick of the evening. That's an interception for the Bengals, and that could be GG's all she wrote. Dolphins do have 3 timeouts to stop the clock, though, so we'll see. That's his second of the game for Von Bell. I should have went with Cincinnati. Well, it looks like I'm starting 0-1 on my picks this week. That's a son of a bitch. But hey, I prefer the 0-1 start. Usually the 1-0 start is a bad sign for me. All my worst weeks have always come when I start 1-0 and pick them. Every time I go 0-1, I'm always like 12-4, 10-6, 11-5. It's like, oh, that's pretty good. I finished off pretty strong. I'm bad at Thursday. I'd never pick these games right. I think the first year I was picking, I got one Thursday night game right, and it was the most obvious game ever. And the team that should have won, or the team that won, barely won the game. It was like a comeback, like last second go ahead win, and it's like, damn, I'm just unlucky with Thursday nights. And then I got like 6 games right that week. It was fucking bad. Miami took a timeout though. Well, this is a big drive. Second down and 7. Miami takes their first time out of the quarter. There's 3:05 left. It's a 5-point game with the Bengals with the lead in the ball. 2:58 to go. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, okay, the clock's 2:58, not 3:05. The ESPN page is wrong.
Miami stops the clock with a timeout, so they've got 2 timeouts remaining, plus the 2-minute warning. Second and 7.
Let's see. This is the kill drive for the Bengals right now. Empty backfield. They're going to throw it. They got a shot. Oh, Jamar Chase wide open all the way to the 5. And they got him. And they're going to say he's down at the 6. So they stopped him at the 6. First and go to the 6 for Jamar Chase and company. And that could be the end of the Dolphins' undefeated season as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. The first time I picked the fucking Dolphins all season. They only win when I don't pick them. It's so annoying. So I just got to start picking them every week. Looks like we're picking Miami all season. We're going to see what happens.
4 catches, 81 for Jamar Chase after a...
You would think this is the run play. Yeah, they're running. This will go to the 2-minute warning if Miami don't call a timeout. Yeah, they just let it run. They're pretty fucked. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning here for these. Well, no, you don't want to kick a field goal because they could tie it with the touchdown and 2-point conversion. You just want to score a touchdown. Anyway, 2-minute warning coming up. 2-minute warning coming up here in the game. 2 minutes to go here in the game. I don't know why the screen isn't updating. It's like second and goal at like the 5 or at the 6. It's second and goal or something like that. One of the two. Not very far. They didn't get much on that. Yeah, it's only 150. I don't know why this isn't updating. It's the 2-minute warning. Miami's got Miami's got 2 timeouts to work with. The Bengals have 2, but as well, but they don't really need them at this point. It's second and goal at the 2, actually. Second and goal at the 2. So pretty much all the Bengals can do here is, as long as they score, it's game. Unless the Dolphins pull a Jets a couple from week 2. They have one of the craziest comebacks I've ever seen. Inside of 2 minutes with fucking no timeouts. That's still crazy to me. Well, waiting for the game to come back on. 2-minute warning coming up. Should be a pretty exciting play here. It could put the Bengals season back on the map at 2-2. Because again, the touchdown here is essentially icing the game. It's 2 minutes left. They have 2 timeouts, the Dolphins do. So they have a little time to work with. So theoretically, they could score, get an onside kick, score. But do we really think they can do all this with 2 minutes? Or, however long the Bengals leave them with. That'd be pretty crazy. They'd have to get 2 bomb-ass plays in a row, which, their offense is capable of it, but it's just like, can Jacoby Brissett, or can, old boy Teddy Two Gloves do it? Can the kid do it? All right, here we go. 2-minute warning here in Cincinnati. Thought it was in Miami. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. Let's see. We've got an I formation kind of. Oh, they stumble on the run, and they weren't able to score. They get stuffed at the line a little bit, so the Dolphins probably take a timeout here. Clock stopped at 1:56. Bengals use their second timeout. Or Dolphins use their second timeout.
Joe Burrow got stepped on there. He talked about not having a clean handoff. The left guard stepped.
Yeah, holding them to a kick here would be a win by the Dolphins. Because a touchdown and a 2-point it goes to overtime. Yeah, an actual sweep, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Tough time running the ball against Miami's defense inside that 2-yard line. They cannot get a push.
Tough time, period.
Oh yeah,
Especially down in here. 24 carries, 61 yards. Miami.
This is one hoedown of a hootenanny. Hoedown, hootenanny. One hootenanny of a hoedown. You mean this one hoedown of a hootenanny? Touchdown. Oh, shit. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst catches the touchdown that might cement the fate of this game. It'll be 26-15, 27-15 pending the extra point. Oh, decline, touchdown. Damn, Teddy Two Gloves' pick lost him the game. Sheesh.
Nobody picked him up, but thought we might see that a little bit earlier.
That was a really good game there.
Save it for the right time, and it comes up for a touchdown.
Well, I'm not too surprised. Bengals were weirdly underrated for some reason, and I don't really understand as to why. I feel vindicated now. I really do. And telling everybody that the Bengals are still a good team. And that everyone needs to pause and just remember that they didn't have a preseason, that they'll get back to normal really quickly. And here we are. Told you all about the Bengals. To my normal viewers, anyway. Everybody new doesn't know that. But by the way, I've been one of the few people, I think, on the whole planet that's been like, yeah, the Bengals will be fine. Joe Burrow just needs to get a fucking preseason in. he didn't get it. He was basically out the whole month of training camp and preseason stuff because of his appendectomy, where they took out his appendix because it exploded. You know, they just needed some time to get the rust knocked off and get everything acclimated together and get it going. Get the line chemistry down, a whole bunch of stuff.
So for Miami, they've got the half a bye week, which you always get.
Yeah, I mean they'll be fine. They'll get going. Again, they have a lot of newness too, and they didn't have that offensive line. They didn't have that preseason, which is always important. Their line's looking a lot better today against a really good fucking Miami pass rush. Again, I wonder if that has to do with Miami's defense being exhausted, having played 90 snaps the other day. Or for, yeah, 90 snaps or whatever, 60 snaps. You picked the Bengals and the Ravens. It's looking good on one of your upsets. Yeah, I wish I would have fucking switched to the Dolphins. God damn it. Or switched to the Bengals. I knew I shouldn't have. All right, that's all right. Yep, Bengals lead 27-15. This is the last probable drive of this game. We'll watch it out. Thank you to everyone who tuned into the game and enjoyed it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you left a like. Let's see how high we can get them likes up to. Like maybe 40, maybe 50 likes. I don't know. First and 10. 152 left in the game. Teddy Bridgewater looks, and that ball is completed to Hill. And Hill stopped for a 10-yard gain. Dolphins are going to have to go into the hurry up. Excuse me, I apologize. Yeah, we're up to 7,608. We're 20 subs away. I appreciate everyone who subscribed too. Thank you. Very kind. We have 40 likes, so that's really good as well. Thank you guys. This is a great stream. I appreciate it. Always fun to watch Thursday Night Football with a bunch of people. Exactly, Farrell. Try exactly, but I mean the Bengals. I mean, to be fair to to be unfair to the Dolphins, they knew how hurt they shouldn't have played this guy, regardless of the injury to the quarterback thing, which I agree with. That could have just been a freak like thing, even if he wasn't hurt. That could have happened. But the Bengals or the Dolphins didn't place him in any good position to succeed with it. You know, with that being a possible outcome. That took a long time to run that play. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Cheeto. I'm surprised it's not in the Discord. You're in the Discord, right, Cheeto?
Get a hold of Trent Sherfield, get him over to the right side. He wanted 3 receivers to that right, try to clear it out, and try to get a one-on-one matchup, which is tough. You know, when you put your back Mozart against Logan Wilson.
Yeah, they're still doing their investigation according to the NFLPA. They made a statement. They're still investigating everything. Here, yeah, it's. I'll post it in the Discord. Here you go, boss. There you go. Kind of weird quality, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean they only got one option, is to score an onside kick it. What do we got? 3rd and 10 at the Miami 49. Jesus, what a fucking bulldog type hit. Damn, he threw that boy off him too. Jeez. Good job by Bridgewater to break that sack on the initial hit. Gonna just toss it out to the back there to get the completion and keep the thing moving, and it doesn't get the 4th down, and it doesn't get out of bounds. So Miami's gonna have to hurry up here, put the thing together, try and run one final play. Yeah, I don't know why he was trying to fight for extra yards on 3rd down like a fucking dipshit. Now Miami has to burn their final timeout on 4th down here.
Leverage, keep him away from the boundary.
Take their final timeout.
I don't know what he was fighting for. It's like, dude, it doesn't matter. You can go out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Is expected to be discharged from the medical center here in Cincinnati, and the team tells me they believe he will be traveling back to Miami with them tonight.
Oh, that's great.
That's great news.
Yep. Small baby steps here on the way to recovery. That's very cool to hear.
Nice his mom and dad were here, able to get over to the hospital and be with him.
1 sec. My nose is bothering.
Very tight-knit family. They've been with him this entire ride through Tuscaloosa down to Miami.
Last chance. Dolphins trying to keep it alive, and a timeout is taken by the Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati, their second of the half. 30-second timeout.
Oh, my nose was itchy as a motherfucker, dude.
If they win 2-2, I mean, this is the NFL. Everything is razor thin.
Yeah, you would think so.
One in overtime, field goal, right?
Yeah.
The other at the gun in Dallas, right?
Think about how they lost that Pittsburgh game. I mean, you lose your long snapper, and you know you have the best, maybe one of the best kickers in the league.
Minka Fitzpatrick blocks what would have been the winning extra point.
At 5 turnovers, still had a chance to win that game. And it didn't go much better in Dallas. They were behind the
4th and 4 coming up. Looks like the Bengals burned a timeout because might as well make sure you get the right look against the 4th down play coming up.
They could say we should be 3-0. 4th and 4.
4th down play. They throw. Incomplete. Bengals force the incomplete pass. The Bengals will win the game. All the Bengals have to do is come out here and kneel it out. And the Bengals will go to 2-2, and the Dolphins will fall to 3-1. The worst news of the game would have to be the Tua situation. Hopefully it's nothing too bad, but it sure does feel like it's a bad situation with Tua. You got the neck injury, you got the head injury aspect of it, you got the stiffened hand aspect. You have the fact that he just probably had a concussion that's been covered up, so that's like 2 concussions in a row.
So it's been a road-heavy early schedule.
Eli Apple won, so I mean he's going to be talking some crazy shit this week. After all that shit that was talked about him by the Dolphins, and this is how the Dolphins came out and played him, he did a pretty good job.
Sunday morning, 9:30 Eastern time, and then the Bears and the Giants, the Fox game in the early.
His boys had his back, so hey, that's all that really matters. Von Bell came up huge. They just said he was discharged, so that's good. That's good at least. I'm not listening to the actual broadcast, that's all. I don't have headphones in it anyway. The game's over. So congratulations to the Bengals fans. Your team is back. They're 2-2. Okay, they said it while I was gone. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear he's at least discharged and able to get... Again, his injury isn't like devastating. Like, it's just bad because he's already got the concussion going on. Like, that's the word. Again, the so soon nature of everything is the problem. All right, well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap her up because we're over 3 hours and, it's about 11:30. It's a pretty solid football game. The Bengals look like they're all the way back. The Dolphins might have to be without Tua for a couple games as he now has to deal with this head thing that he's got going on. You would imagine that he's not playing next week, but you never know. Dolphins might have him play for another team or two this weekend. Tua might have to perform Sunday night football, Sunday afternoon football, Monday night football. If the Dolphins had their way, they'd whore his ass out, it seems like. So let's just hope he recovers good. It's a good game, good fun watch. Congrats to the Bengals fans. Tough. I mean, the loss is probably the least of a Miami fans concerned right now because it's like, oh, whatever, one loss. Why the hell did you put Tua play? We just might have lost our season and picks, and we might be in trouble. Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll know more as the Tua situation starts to progress. I'm sure over the next 12 hours we'll find out quite a bit about this situation. But yeah, I'm going to start to wrap her up, everybody. I appreciate you stopping in. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so on your way out. Thank you again for a fun stream. It was really fun tonight. Thank you to everyone who came and watched. The numbers got pretty big, so I appreciate you. Yeah, fun time, fun night, good game. Hey, man, football's back. We're in week 4, about a quarter of the way done with the season after this week. So, hey, season's moving at a good pace. September went really quickly, and we got football, and everything seems pretty solid. I don't know. Anybody got any like last second thing they want to get out before I get out of here? No? All right. Well, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We'll be live again for more football action all weekend, and then of course we have like football hangouts tomorrow. Saturday we have the preview streams. Sundays the games. Mondays the games. Tuesdays picks videos, and it's pretty good stuff, I would say. But all right. Thank you guys. If everyone's all set and solid for the evening, I'm gonna get out of here and enjoy the rest of my night, and you should as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a good rest of your evening, morning, day, whatever time of day you happen to listen. I doubt anyone listens to these past when they go live. These don't get very good views. My other streams do. They usually get up to an extra like 60, 70 views once they're finalized, but these don't. And I understand why. The game's already final. You know the end result. So, all right. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one. Go Lions. Go Tigers. And of course, it's always go Patriots. Hopefully, Tua feels better soon. That's a pretty nasty head injury. So hopefully he's good and ready to go pretty soon. You never want to see a guy's career end on something like that, but you never know. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Peace out.